What is it about the girls on your roster that makes you not want to wife them up?
The fact that I was able to put them on the roster.
And that is the tea, ladies. All right. That is, I need every girl listening to this right now.
Damn.
That is the tea.
What's up, friends, and welcome back to I.E In Friends. My name is Saul V Gomez.
My name is Cesar.
My bandana's back, baby.
Yeah. And today's very special guest, I'm very excited to have her on the show. She is a woman of many talents. She has done many things. She's done D1 soccer at USC.
Hey.
She's worked in tech. She's been a host for Radio Disney, Cali 93.9, Power 106. Interviewed.
I gotta say it after, bro.
Interviewed many celebrities. She's out here killing it. Jessica Flores.
What an intro. Thank you. Thank you for having me, I.E In Friends.
Welcome.
And I feel like I've missed way more things. You've done a lot.
Man.
Yeah, I wrote some notes. I was like, so I can hit in the intro, but I'm pretty sure I did too.
No, you killed that. You killed that. You
like
actually got a lot of it in there.
Do you like Star Wars?
Yeah, like ding, 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 ding. So you started at soccer, but then you switched to social media. Why did you do that transition, or why?
Well, this was like back in college. So back then there wasn't even really social media like that. It was Instagram, but it was just like the filters and nobody really
Magenta
cared.
Filters.
Yeah, it was nothing like that. So I stopped playing soccer because I realized like I didn't want to probably go professional. Not that I don't know if I could have, to be honest. But I don't know. I just kind of wanted to get into radio and music. So I that's when I just decided to go full blown, stop playing sports and go straight into like the music industry.
That's badass. You think you would have been able to like go pro? I mean, if you're doing D1 at USC,
D1 at
that's
USC,
pretty close.
But no, I don't know. I don't think so. Honestly, maybe if I really had gone hard all 4 years, but I don't think so. The girls are insane. In the US,
Really?
like the female, soccer
talent.
community is insanely talented. Yeah.
sure.
Like the girls on the USC team were savages. Like,
That's
yeah.
So what made you choose like the hosting route? Like get into like multimedias and all that stuff?
Well, I majored in communications and journalism, and then I remember going to like a USC career fair and seeing Radio Disney right there on the table.
Yeah.
And then I also kind of wanted to maybe become a news anchor and do hard news. I very quickly realized though I did not want to do that. It was way too serious for me. I'm like, I don't know if I want to sit there and like report on all this stuff.
Report on like tragedies.
Yeah.
And shit. Yeah.
So I was like, I like music and I like talking to people and interviewing, so why don't we just do radio? Felt like that was a good middle ground. Yeah.
And you've been doing it for how many years now?
I got my first radio show on Disney. I would say like that's my first official thing that I got paid for was probably like 8 years ago, to be honest. 8 or 9 years ago now.
Yeah, you're killing it.
Thank you. That was forever ago. But it's crazy because Radio Disney was the first gig I'd ever gotten, and it was Disney. So that's nationally syndicated. Yeah. I wanted to die the first time I was ever live on the radio. I'm like, I have zero experience, and here I am. But they believed in me, and it you get more comfortable as you go. But
did you hear the playback of that first radio?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Especially when they hire you at a radio station and you're talking on the radio, you go in and the way that they scale how you're doing is they'll go in there and do something called air checks. So they could pull any minute from any day of you being live on the radio and play it for you.
Yeah.
And I guess like the PD in a sense sits there and like critiques you. You could have said this differently or introed this or been quicker here. This was a little too long. You lost listeners here. So I'd have to sit there every week and listen to my annoying ass voice every day. Like, oh my God.
Yeah, but now you don't get nervous. So now you're like interviewing. I mean, you interviewed Osuna, who is probably like one of the biggest people you've interviewed.
I would say back in the day he wasn't big, but now he's massive. It's Bad Bunny. This was
What the heck?
Yeah, so this was like in 2017. It was backstage at Latin Billboard and I think it was like 2016, 2017. Nobody was trying to interview him. He was just kind of like there, and his PR was like, "Hey, do you want to sit there?" And like, so I did. I was there with Celeste Rose. She was actually the one co-hosting with me, and we were like, "Okay, we'll interview him," just because we didn't really know who he was like that. We did a boomerang. I interviewed him. He was like, "Okay." Nobody else was really pressed. The very next year, he was untouchable. Untouchable.
He probably remembers you, low key. Like, she gave me a shot when no one else did.
I feel like I feel like he would.
Yeah.
I feel like.
Shoot him a DM.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Hey, remember me?
Shoot him the boomerang. Shoot him the boomerang.
Show him the boomerang. Oh my God.
You still have that boomerang?
Okay, it was on my Musical.ly account, and then when Musical.ly became TikTok, I had lost my
lost it?
password,
Oh,
which so means I
man.
lost a lot of my old content because I
memories.
never even posted it.
What?
He
Oh,
was
yeah,
like, because
funny.
I
Yeah,
didn't
I get
know
you.
who he was, so I didn't even post it. I was like, okay, I'll have this.
Yeah.
So all that footage is gone.
That could have been like an
man.
NFT, low key.
Yeah.
It could have been a.
An NFT.
NFT.
Imagine it's just
That'd
like
be
it's like a
wild.
little janky because it was Musical.ly, so it's like a janky little like I don't even know what
like
it was.
here.
Yeah.
That's
This
sick.
was a trap Bad Bunny, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this was Trap Bunny. This
Trap
was a
Bunny.
fucking
Yes.
haircut like this.
Bad Bunny.
Yes.
This is a thug Bad Bunny.
There was,
Not-
there was a haircut like
Creepy
this.
Cruz, yeah.
That's thong Bad Bunny, right?
No.
No, we don't talk about it. Yeah, you know.
Yes,
Yeah.
no. Yeah,
That's-
this was back in the day, Bad Bunny.
That's wild. You get nervous now? Like, has there been times when you've gotten nervous when you're about to interview someone? Or like when you do
Yeah.
like your big, because I know you just did the Dia de los Muertos, and that was huge. Like it was a huge crowd and all that. Do you ever get nervous about all that stuff?
I'm gonna be honest. When I did Dia de los Muertos, and that's in front of like thousands and thousands of people, probably like 11 to 15,000 people, I felt so calm. I had never felt so comfortable in my life. But when I'm sitting here doing a one-on-one, I just did one with Anuel. That was my most recent one. I want to say that was a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
And I was like dying. I was like, okay, Anuel, because you know the
Yeah.
perception is, and I've had other personalities tell me like, okay, he's. You know, he could be serious sometimes, you know, and that's fine, you know. I was just hoping he was going to have a good day, and he did, and it was okay.
He
but-
was real hasta la muerte.
yeah. Yeah,
Wait,
he's
so
pretty
he's a
cool.
diva?
I don't know if he's a diva, but I know that there's certain things you can't ask him, which makes sense. You want to respect like an artist's privacy and
Yeah,
stuff
yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So I had to really respect that, and I had to go in there like, okay, knowing maybe he's not going to be like the preppiest person because he's Anuel. He's
Yeah,
a
yeah.
little bit more chill, a little bit more laid back.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had to go in there and bring some of that energy.
Dang. Do you
dope.
ever feel like as a host, right? Because you want to get the views, you want to get the viral clips. Do
Yeah.
you ever think about asking those types of questions that you know will go viral? Like, do you ask those, or you hold yourself back, or like where do you find that?
Oof. Yeah, like the clickbaity.
Yeah, the clickbaity stuff.
Of course. I mean, of course you want to think about it, but also I know that this game is about longevity and it's about maintaining relationships. So if I were to interview Anuel, let's say you're Anuel and I ask you something about like I.E In or like Carol G. You know, Carol G. First off, he's not going to answer. Second off,
Yeah.
it's going to go viral for like a week and then
And
the
it's
news
over.
cycle is so
And,
quick.
I mean, you're done.
And you're done.
And I'll never interview him again. I
Or
ruined
any other artist if like they have the pool.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So you have to kind of respect and find that fine line where, okay, make it interesting but not invasive. In a sense.
Yeah, that happened recently with Maluma. They interviewed him at the World Cup.
Oh, yeah.
And one person asked him like, "Are you aware of like all the people dying out here? Like just like oh no, I think it was like the
like gay hate.
Yeah, all the hate against like gay people out there." And he's like, "Why are you even asking that? Like that's not like I'm not here for that. He here came to sing."
Yeah.
So that's pretty. it's
I know.
crazy.
I just remember him
Yeah.
reacting in like such a negative way. I was like, oof, that's rough. Also for the person interviewing him because he's just asking the question everybody's thinking, right?
Yeah.
He's asking what everybody wants to know. Hey, you're hearing all this controversy. Why are you still down to perform? And then Maluma, obviously, he's like, bro, they probably, honestly, my guess is they went over it before they went live and they're like, don't ask him about this and that. And he disrespected
did
that.
it.
So I think that's, I don't know. I'm just assuming.
At least he didn't get
but-
slapped.
Right?
Imagine.
right? Have you seen those other
The
like
Mexican
red-
actor, I forget his name. He's like, "Fuck."
Dude.
Bro, I love that video. I send it every year.
Last person performing is dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
What does he have to do with
Man's
any
just
of it?
performing, bro.
Yeah,
He's
he's
not
just a
He's
performer.
just performing,
yeah.
bro. That's all he's
It's
doing.
just crazy. Have you ever came across any divas? What's up, friends? Before we continue with today's episode, we're going to shout out our friends at Manscaped. Happy New Year. From our beloved friends over at Manscaped, the ball officially dropped, but that doesn't mean you have to drop the ball on your balls in 2023. Whether you had a New Year's kiss or not, the leaders in below the waist grooming have you covered. Your much needed resolution of bringing sexy back. Join the 7 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped. With our exclusive offer, go to manscaped.com and use code I.E Friends for 20% off plus free shipping. Let us have a toast for a new year. New you and a new you with no pubes. This year, I'm definitely focusing on my grooming. It's time to look fresh. No more slacking off. We got to look crisp and clean. If it's the face, if it's the balls, all of there. So get ready. It's glow up season. It's glow up season. And it's a new year, new balls with the global leaders in below the waist grooming. This year, take your package to the next level with the Performance Package 4.0 and the other premium wet goods. Inside the Performance Package 4.0, you'll find the Signature Lawnmower 4.0. The advanced skin-safe technology reduces cuts and nicks on your delicate parts. It also comes equipped with a 4K LED spotlight that will shine a light to the promised land. 2023 looks to be. A grooming routine isn't complete without applying crop preserver and crop reviver before showing off your 2023 self. This unique formulations take care of the smelliest part of your body and are a big boost to your confidence into the new year. To complete the set, Manscaped threw in their shed travel bag and the anti-chafing boxer briefs as free gifts to keep all your goodies stored comfortably. If you really want to make 2023 the year to remember, make sure to try out Manscaped's wet goods as well. This includes their ultra premium body wash, 2-in-1 shampoo, and body deodorant. These products are the absolutely perfect follow-up after your New Year's gym sessions. Cheers to new balls in 2023. Get 20% off plus free shipping with code I.E Friends at manscaped.com. That's 20% off plus free shipping at manscaped.com and use code I.E Friends. Time to feel sexy and free this 2023 with Manscaped. And now, back to the episode.
That's dumb.
Yeah, exactly.
What does he have to do with
Man's just performing, bro.
Yeah,
he's
he's
not
a performer.
He's just performing,
Yeah.
bro. That's all he's
It's
doing.
just crazy. Have you ever came across any divas? And can you say these names of like the divas, like these celebrities that are just like
Divas?
dicks?
Oh my God. I get asked this pretty often. I would say the hardest person I've had to interview. Actually, I'll say this. I started off in hip hop, and I'd have to interview a lot of East Coast rappers. A lot of the times, I wouldn't understand
Like
the accent or how they would talk.
Their slang?
Their slang. Their slang.
Yeah.
So I'm there, and I'm just like listening. You know, like I'm from LA, so we speak a little bit differently, and I just
Yeah.
be like, I don't understand anything they're saying, and I just like, okay, move on to the next question. I
That
can't
shit
even
would
have a
break.
follow up.
Yeah.
But one of the first people I ever interviewed was YG, and he came to USC when I was just a student. I was probably a freshman,
Yeah.
and I was like, literally, I wanted to die. I was like, I'm so stressed out. My hand is like shaking. They're like, you have one question with him, one question only. I'm like, okay, I got this. YG, what would you have majored in if you, were in college, if you went to college?
Yeah.
And he just, I don't think he was being rude. I just probably think he was high or something. But he was just like, he like spaced off. And I always tell everybody, he like spaced off, looked ahead, didn't even look at me. And he just goes, basketball. And then like moved on. And then like that was pretty much the extent of the interview. And I'm like,
Oh man.
actually, I think that
Thank you
answer
for
was
your
pretty
time.
good.
Viral, honestly.
Like, thank you for your
That was a
time.
pretty good, I know. I thought it was a pretty good answer, to be honest.
Basketball.
That's really
Basketball.
cool.
God damn it, bro.
Yeah,
Jesus
YG.
Christ. Oh,
Have
He's
you,
a funny though.
That's a funny one.
have you ever messed up on stage, like on live events or stuff like that? And how do you like come back from those?
From those mess ups?
Yeah.
I think live on stage, not anything that I could remember or that's memorable.
Yeah.
But I will say on the radio all the time, like you stumble over your words or you say like maybe information that isn't factually correct. Like if you're doing the
Oh, yeah.
news and then you have people tweeting you, I just heard on the radio about, you know.
Yeah,
like
we used
things
to
like that.
not being right on the show.
Exactly.
It's just vibes on the
vibes.
show, to be honest.
Exactly. But on like terrestrial radio, it's so much harder because you have like a company that's like, okay, if you're going to say something, it better be right. You better deliver it right. Things like that.
Adds
so.
way more pressure for sure.
Yeah. So other than that, I'm trying to think like live stuff, like live in front of an audience. I don't know if anything too crazy because you can bounce back from that,
Yeah,
use their
yeah,
energy
you
and
could-
be like, hey, I messed up. But on the radio, it's like, oof.
Yeah, and
It's
it's
a little bit tougher.
yeah. At least it's not on TV because I feel like if it's radio, like if you mess up, it's kind of hard to like rewind and like record it. But if it's on TV, you can just like go back and record that.
Yeah, or
it's
edit
pretty
it.
scary.
So radio's like live?
Radio's like live, unless it's a phone call because you can't predict what the person on the other line's going to say.
Oh, so okay, so those little segments are fake.
You gotta censor
Like,
all
they're
the
not-
words. You gotta
they're not
censor the
real.
words.
yeah,
Yeah.
you guys.
I listen to the
that's
radio in
true.
the morning. Fun fact. Just
You
'cause-
do always
yeah.
listen?
Yeah, every day in the morning I put
No, every time they do
107.5.
like those,
Okay.
And I'm just like driving like my mom was driving me. I was like,
it's like every time
to
they
the
do those
gym.
like those phone like prank phone calls and stuff like that.
Uh-huh.
It's like that's why when they go on like commercials, they're just when they're doing the phone call,
Yeah,
basically.
but the,
Or it's already done beforehand.
yeah.
Oh.
And
But it's a
and
real
fucking-
prank call. No, it's a real
Oh well,
prank call.
it depends on the radio show, bro. It depends on who.
Big
depends-
Boy would never lie to me.
Big boy.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying Big Boy does it or not. I don't know. I'm just saying though, like basically, they either do beforehand or when they say, all right, we'll be back, and they tease the whole like they're about to do it. They'll
Yeah.
probably do it right then and there. Censor what they gotta censor. And then you're back. Because you know how radio has a fuckload of fucking commercials, bro. It's like 2-3 minute commercials. You
Like
do
this
so much time.
podcast today, you can. I'm just playing.
This podcast is brought to you by.
Radio is
I
more
think we're about
commercial
that
than like
minute worth.
actual
Yep.
music and like talk. That's the thing I don't like about radio.
Yeah.
What do you mean? The conversations are funny.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
I hear you.
What I said is it's more commercials It's like watching a football game.
Yeah, there are
It's
commercials.
way more commercial than actual like fucking game time. You're just like,
Of course, they got to make their money.
Yeah,
of course,
Yeah,
yeah. But it's like that sucks.
I just
But
like
yeah,
this-
you're editing it pretty quick. Like when somebody
Yeah.
calls, it gets like recorded into something called a Vox Pro, and then the person running the board is just there like editing while they're like running the show. I did that for J. Cruz and Just Incredible when they were the lift
You
off.
edited it?
Yeah, I was their producer junior year in college when it was the lift off before Cruz left. So I was the one like running their boards and then editing like all the phone calls and then working with like Sour Milk, Charisma, Eric Deluxe. Like I was kind of controlling everything and stuff. And it was so much fun. And you learn so much about like communication, teamwork, like how you're like working and stuff. And you really have to read each other. Like I had to
That's
read
dope.
J. Cruz like the back of my hand. And I learned everything I know about radio from that guy.
That's
For real.
wow.
Imagine,
So,
imagine trying to edit that like 3 to 4 minutes when they're on break.
yeah, exactly.
Imagine you're just like, oh
Oh no. Oh, and it's pressure. Or sometimes, dude, but a lot of the
start
times
with
it's not
potatoes.
even while you're on break. You're editing this phone call while there's music playing still, and they're like,
Yeah.
people are over there talking and stuff, and you're like over here, like, okay, we want an airplane sound, shh, you know, like on liftoff or
Yeah.
thing, or like I want this soundtrack, or okay, we're gonna go to commercials, and then you're having to track the commercials as well. So radio
Damn.
as a board op, you're like
going crazy.
going
That sounds
crazy
like
a lot of
fun.
times,
Jessica,
but it's so
that
much
sounds like
fun.
fun. That
It's so
sounds-
much
Jessica,
fun.
we have 25 more seconds. Fuck no! This clown noise right here.
Literally, it's literally
That's
like
crazy
that.
cool.
So when it comes
That's
to
dope.
like the sound, so let's say like I'm right now like let's pretend we got like a Vox Pro producer person going on, and I'm like, oh yeah, just like the kangaroo sound, and then they put a kangaroo sound right away. How do you guys? Is that like scripted, or you guys?
No,
have like
there's different screens as a board op you could go to. One is like the commercials. You have to make sure they're all in order. Then the other one is like maybe like the songs that are gonna play if there's no live DJ. And then the last one is different folders of sound. So this one will be like maybe trumpet sounds, horns, you know, different sayings, or
Yeah.
it's the lift off. You have to remember where all those things are. So
Oh.
if Cruz is like, hey, like I want this sound right now, boom, 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 play it, like kind of like on live, or at least that's what we do at Power. Yeah, and
Jeez.
Cali.
Yeah, I don't think they can do that if you're like ad-libbing. Let's
Yeah,
say
yeah.
like we're on live. I'm just like, oh yeah, we should make a kangaroo sound now. It's like,
I mean, I think there's certain phrases
like,
you say,
like,
right?
that's what I'm
that
saying.
just-
Like when hosts have their certain phrases or
Yeah.
like they say stuff that the person already knows, they're just
Yeah.
to
Dope.
like put it in basically.
because you know
Yeah.
who that reminds me of, and he's crazy with it. You've seen Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You know his like guy Jamie. Whatever they're talking about, he just puts it up
Pulls it
right away.
up.
Oh, yeah,
like-
'cause
The fact
you
check
wanna
it.
see
Yeah.
You want to see it.
Yeah, I know, but
Have you
like
ever seen this fucking monkey humping this fucking giraffe?
he's like, look,
It's already there. It's already there, bro.
It's already there.
The second you said
It's
monkey,
like, bro,
the
it's
second you
like-
said monkey humping, it was
So
already
Jamie
up
knows
there.
like Rogan wants to show this fucker what that looks like. He's like, yeah, I'm about to look.
I wonder-
know what's up. I know what's up.
I wonder how
Yeah,
many
he
like
hated Jamie.
tabs. I wonder how many tabs he has. That
I
just
want
went
to see his
unused.
history.
His history.
I
I
know,
want
the
to
search
see
is
that
so-
laptop's fucking history, dude. Like the most craziest things you can look up, like
Yeah.
fucking spider eating a fucking
Yeah.
baby
Like,
monkey. I don't know.
These ultra violent
Fucking-
tigers in
Yeah,
Nigeria or
bro.
something, you know?
Crazy.
I love Joe Rogan podcast, honestly. I learned so much.
Yeah. Oh, for
I
100%.
thought Joe Rogan and Dana White were the same person for a very long
I
time.
thought that for
And
so
there's
long.
one more,
I
and
thought
I
that
don't know
for-
what his name is. Joe Rogan, Dana White.
And Joe
Another
Rogan with hair.
big buff
I thought they were
guy.
two different people.
guy.
So now that you, I've been saying like you're doing a transition from like doing other people's like media, and now you're pursuing your own personal. How's that going for you? And like, what's your goal for that?
I don't know. I guess kind of like similarly to what you guys are doing, just put out content that makes you feel good and
Yeah.
makes you feel like, I don't know, like it's not forced, I guess, to a certain extent. I mean, when you're working under a company, it's great because you get paid and you're put on this platform, but there's nothing like building your own platform as well, like you guys are doing or like other podcasts are doing. Because you guys get to come here and talk about whatever y'all
Whatever.
want. You guys can
Not
wild
really.
out. You guys can wild out if you want to. You guys can chill out.
We wish we could go out a little bit more.
Yeah.
We go wild down on
Okay.
Patreon.
Yeah, we wild out on the
on
Patreon. Go check out Patreon.
Oh,
Okay,
Wild out
why?
on
Is it
there.
because they take down your or they demonetize or what is it?
demonetize
We
Sometimes,
get
sometimes,
yeah,
yeah.
some demonetization, and then just like people would just
You know, something
Disagree.
Okay, what have they demonetized you guys for?
Let me tell you.
It's just like bad words.
Let
It's
me
bad
tell you a
words.
story
early
about
on.
the time we lost 4,000 followers.
Aaron,
I don't want to
You
go
guys
back to
said
that.
something controversial.
I don't want to go back to
You don't
that
have to go
song.
back to it.
No. Long story short, it was just that whole like Andrew Tate bullshit, right?
Okay.
And it was when he got, at the time he got canceled, whatever.
Yeah.
And we were just talking about how like, we don't really agree with
Cancellation.
No, censorship.
There's no censorship.
Censorship.
I agree with
Because there's a lot
that.
of people,
Censorship
there's a lot of
selective.
other people on the internet who say some very terrible shit about men
Yeah.
who don't get censored. But since it was about him, and you know, he was the whole controversy at the time, and then they censored him and this and that, whatever. And it wasn't even us. It wasn't even us saying like, oh yeah, we agree with Andrew Tate. No, we were just saying we're against censorship.
Yeah.
Period. Against anyone.
I agree with
Because
that.
everyone has a voice. Everyone can voice what they want, even if you disagree with it or not. And you can find it outrageous. We found some of the shit he says outrageous as fuck.
Right,
Of course.
yeah.
But like, a lot of people agree with him, and that's their fucking opinion. Let them think whatever they want. It's not gonna
Right.
fucking phase you any chance. Whatever.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Whatever.
I
you know?
actually agree with everything
Yeah.
you're saying though.
It's
Even like,
like-
as a girl, like I agree. Yeah, okay, there's a lot of things that he says that I don't agree with, and there's like some recent headlines that are very alarming.
Mm-hmm.
But if there's a group of people that resonate and they feel like, okay, they're making my life better, like, you know, as a man or whatever, I don't know, I'm not a man. I can't relate to what you guys go through on a daily struggle. And I actually don't think us as a society talks enough about what men go through. I know there's a lot of females. I'm a female. I'm a female in the industry. I'm like a female in this country. So I know my struggles, but I can't sit here and pretend to know the first thing about being a man in this country. Which, by the way, like, more men have depression, you know, now more than ever. There's so much that we could I could go into
We
about
can keep
this
going.
stuff. But like,
Thank you, by the way. Though. Yeah.
you're welcome.
But no, the long story short was we were literally not agreeing with what he said. We were just saying we were just always against censorship, against anyone. Like, if you have a voice or whatever and you want to talk your stuff, go ahead.
Yeah.
As long as it's not like hate crimes or like you're trying to get someone
Right.
killed. Of course, that's like, okay, censorship for sure.
Yeah.
But then people literally took that as like, oh yeah, we're Andrew Tate fans and we support him. It's like, when did we ever say
You're just
that?
hating
Like,
on you. You're a
Wait,
top G, bro.
was it mostly women that unfollowed you?
Oh yeah.
Basically,
yeah.
yeah.
Because
Mostly
that's
women?
mostly like our fan base women.
Oh, okay.
And I remember I had this one girl. She messaged me, and she was like a diehard fan too. She was like, "Is it true? Will you guys like please tell me that video was a joke?" And I'm like, "No, like we're talking about censorship." And then she unfollowed and everything. I was like, "Wow,
That one broke your heart.
that one broke me." I was like, "Damn, Chicana God, it's crazy."
Oh, dang.
She's watching the video
she's
right now. She's like,
watching.
I heard him.
But going back to the men's mental health, it's crazy because I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday. The co-founder of Dave and Buster's,
yeah.
he committed suicide. I
Yes.
think yesterday. Yeah, it's wild. I'm like,
There's
bro.
already been like 4 deaths or something
Yeah,
like that.
and
this
he's
year
like
about famous people.
It's crazy to think because like this dude's probably multimillionaire, and for him just to like still be like that is insane.
Yeah.
Money doesn't buy happiness, bro.
Exactly.
It doesn't. And
It
like,
buys certain happiness, but not all happiness.
yeah. And I think like kind of back to the mental health thing, I think a lot of women and men are dealing like the highest rates of mental health. I know I go through like my own struggles. Females, we go through so much pressure, right? Like look good, be fit, whatever, make your money, but also be like a good, you know, mom. There's all those struggles that
Yeah.
I understand. But what about like the struggles of men of, okay, you guys have to provide. You guys can't really say how you guys feel about certain things because you
Gotta
will
tough
get
it out.
canceled.
Yeah.
You have to tough it out. You can't really talk about like your, you know, depression or emotions or whatever it might be, right? So I don't know. I just feel like sometimes we need to have a little bit more compassion for our men in this society.
Yeah.
And again, like, dang, okay, I might get a little controversial. I
Let's do
definitely agreed with like the first, second wave of feminism, right? Equal rights, vote, all those things. Like, let's make sure that women feel empowered to go out and do what they want. I'm a career woman, and I love that this country is at a place where I'm able to go out and work and not be judged for it, right?
Yeah.
But also at the same time, I feel like the newer wave feminisms, I'm talking about like the newer, it's not so much pro women. I think it's a lot more
Anti-men.
Man.
I like
You know
hearing
what I
that.
mean? I don't know.
Man's got excited.
Oh my god! Thank you. Save this one.
Wait,
Save this one
wait,
at all
hold on.
costs. Save this woman at all. Jesus Christ.
Okay, wait, I'm gonna.
She's not
Wait.
done. She's not done. She
It's
might.
'cause I'm
I
scared.
know, I'm sorry,
not-
I'm sorry.
actually not scared because this is genuinely like how I feel, and I feel like some people need to hear it. As women, we need men in the sense that men have done so much to build our society. Like this house we're in, chances are, and don't get me wrong, women can go out and build. I'm building my own van. Like I love
Yeah,
construction. But for the most part, men, I feel like are taking up a lot of the jobs that women can do, but do I really want to go out and do it? Probably not. I mean,
I don't even want to do it.
I'm
The
pretty
thing is,
happy.
heavy ass beams. No, thank
This is
you.
real men right here. I'm a semi-man. Like these guys are compared to this motherfucker right here.
All I do is edit.
This motherfucker lifted a whole beam to put up this house, bro.
Yeah, and I remember even saying that like on my social media, and people got like, well, not even a lot of people. Only a couple girls came up to me and they're like, "Well, women can do what men can do." Yeah, we can, but do we really want to? And also, and this might even sound controversial, but like if you're gonna have your child and you needed to get him a babysitter, like, would you trust more a random man or a random woman? Probably a random woman, and that's fine because women have this beautiful feminine energy that we carry that is a little bit more nurturing, and that's our power. And I think if us as women hone in on that power a little bit more, and we recognize that it's not weakness and it's strength, and raising a generation of kids and giving birth, that is beautiful in itself. We don't need to compete against men to feel like equal to. You know, we already have what God gave us, which is, I think, so beautiful, and I think we need to own that a little bit more instead of fighting it, fighting the beautiful relationship that men can be. I was gonna say that. But it could be a beautiful relationship, and we won't be as like this, like, you know, screw men, screw women, like
I can do it too type shit.
Yeah, and I feel like a big war has been placed against the genders, and I don't know if that's productive for anyone.
Social media.
I don't know. I don't know, but even saying that, like, sometimes people come for me and I'm like, I'm not saying anything bad. I'm just saying men are naturally protectors and they're hunters, and that's what, you know, it's been for
basically everything you're saying is supposed to be common sense, but since social media just fucked all that up, now you're seen as controversial. When there's nothing controversial what you said. Like, I agree with you. I have 2 kids. And it sounds fucked up, but if I have to go through a babysitter list and I see it's just women and one guy, I'm definitely not gonna choose the guy.
All guys, one woman.
I don't give a fuck.
What is it like this?
I don't care. If he looks like a nice guy, I'll probably get a beer with him, but I'm not gonna let him trust him with my kids. That's what I'm gonna say, bro. It's like the question that Dave Chappelle asked. I know it's a special, but it's this beautiful question. What does it really mean to be equal? As guys and girls, as women and men, yes, equal as in we both deserve the same rights. We deserve this. We just all deserve the same rights. We deserve the same thing, same respect, love, all that. Like, yes, and then you just come down to all the other stuff that people want to think like, oh yeah, we're equal in this, and it's like, are we really though? Like you said, who's really building all the houses? Who's laying down all the bricks? Who's building all the skyscrapers? Who's doing mainly all the police work, firework, this and that? Like, am I really saying anything controversial, or am I just stating facts on what's going on in the world?
I would say, that's stating. I mean, if we're to go outside and look at a construction site, yes, there's women, and women could do it. If I really wanted to, I'd go out there and do it. I don't want to, but if I really wanted to, if any woman really wanted to, they could do it. They could do it, and nobody's ever denying that. But naturally, when you're given you're given men and females the ability to choose what profession you're going to go into, chances are naturally, a lot of like my female cousins and friends, they've gone into education or like the music industry and things like that, because naturally I do think we're given that beautiful nurturing energy. Is it every woman? No, but there's always going to be, variances, but we're talking about in a general population. And again, like, that's like some of the stuff that I feel like I have to hold back on saying, even though it is in a sense like it is kind of common sense. You know what I mean?
Yeah. No, yeah. It's kind of sad. It's pretty sad. Like, like you said, a woman could definitely do construction work if she wanted to.
100%.
She could definitely be a police officer. There's a lot of police officers.
Yeah, there's no law saying that we can't. There's no law saying that we can't do it.
It's sad because the same women that say that are the ones not even doing that, though. That's the problem. They want to prove a point, but they're not even proving their own point with them. They're not even living their own truth.
Actions,
they're not living their own truth, their own actions. Exactly. So it's like, if you really want to prove that point, then prove it. Because other women are proving the point for you. But like, it's that small majority that's proving it for you. That's what I'm saying. Like, it's sad that you can't really say that, because it's like they think that you're just being controversial or you're being misogynistic. But it's like, but am I just look at the stats? Like, what do you want? Like, how am I the bad guy when the stats speak for themselves? Like, what the fuck? Like,
but I think like at the same time, like I feel like females feel underappreciated in a way, because like I was with a customer and she was like, oh, what do you do for work? She's like, oh, I've been a full-time mom, and I was like, oh, that's a full-time job. She was like, It is.
And
I was like, it is, right? But I feel like people don't see it that way, and they don't see certain jobs that women take on as fulfilling as building this house.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. It's like, women, I think we need to take our power back and recognize being a full-time mom, raising the next generation of kids is arguably the hardest job. Like, than any other job. And men do a lot of the labor job, but a lot of the jobs that we as women have done, and we've done, for centuries, years now, is so important, and it is so beautiful. And I'm tired of, and I think for the longest time, society was telling women that, oh, if you're a stay-at-home mom, or if you're a mom, that's weak. Go be a boss, and that's great.
Go be a boss.
Get your money. And yes, get your money. I'm trying to get my money. I'm in my bag all the time. But don't forget that we have that beautiful energy, that feminine energy that is raising, you know, our children. Like, what's going to be of this society without moms like really present there with their families? And I get it. A lot of the times they're single family homes, but also, what is that what the government wants? I don't know. Sheesh. Okay, anyway.
Shout out to the single mothers.
You know what's
Shout out to the single and the women out there, man.
A mother in a household where there is a husband is still a hard job whether you have kids. And whether it's 1, 2, or 3, because you guys remember, I know maybe a lot of you don't have kids, but kids are crazy, bro. Kids are wild. Kids are like needy. They're crazy. They're everywhere, bro.
It's a 24-hour.
You're talking about a kid who's fucking like their kids that like are bouncing around everywhere because they have so much energy. Yeah. You don't have that energy anymore. You know.
I'll sock a kid.
But like, of course.
See, and that's why you don't leave your kids with men. I mean,
that's what like,
you know what I mean?
Hey, you sit down over there, bro.
We're on the TV. You guys better not be fighting in there.
I feel like men. Okay. I feel like to your point, men can be very nurturing. I wouldn't stalk a kid, of course not. But I feel like there is men that are very, very nurturing, but we just don't see it that way because of like all the stuff that happens outside of like, you know, you're like the. I want to say like pedophilia and stuff like that. It's all the men that
I'm not saying I can do the same thing. I'm just saying though, like
you could be a really great deviant and work.
I literally do not hit my kids.
Yeah.
And I choose not to.
But I wouldn't be hitting my kids. You said I said I sock a kid.
I wouldn't. That's the thing though, like, bro, I am very
random kid.
I'm not even gonna lie. I am very like soft with my kids, bro.
Yeah,
like, I'm not even gonna lie about that. Like that's just me though.
You don't put on your mean face?
No. Ooh. Even if they do something wrong, but like, why'd you do that? Like I'm like the soft parent, bro, compared to my their mother. Their mother is more like strict and more like, you know, like you know, like, hey, what are you doing? You know, I'm not saying, but but disciplinary. She's more, and I'm more like no, it's okay. You know, like, bro, dude, don't know why. I guess because my daughter is just my daughter. That's my princess. I can't yell at her or whatever. And my son, he's just doing his own thing, man. He's just vibing with his dinosaur toys, bro. Like, what do you want to do? You know, like, what am I gonna yell at you for playing with your dinosaur toys, bro? Like,
stop playing like that.
I have a question. Do you guys think there can be two soft parents in the family?
I think that the kids will run that house.
Yeah,
the kids will become the parents.
Like, don't get me wrong. The moment I need to like get strong, and I'm pretty sure one day I will have to, because kids fuck up. Yeah, and you're gonna have to, and they're gonna fuck up pretty big, with the point you're gonna be like mad. Yeah, it's gonna happen. I'm gonna be the parent that you want.
You're the scarier one when you're mad.
I'm the scarier one when I'm mad.
Yes. That's like my dad. You don't want him yelling at you. He
doesn't yell, but when he yells,
he doesn't yell.
You know you fucked up. Yeah, exactly. So that's how I'm gonna be.
But like, I'm in la casa.
I'm in there
putting toilet paper on my ass and putting more cheese.
I'm putting on like every layer of sweatpants that I have.
I look all thick when he gets home.
Basically, I just want to be the parent where you can trust me and talk to me, but also don't take my kindness for weakness. Yeah. Don't try to take advantage of me. You take that advantage of me, like I'm just gonna be less and less nice, as in like soft, basically, and I'm gonna be more strict on you. It's like, don't lose it. Let me gain your trust, and then you're never gonna lose my trust as long as you're not disobeying me and shit. Yeah.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, two soft parents, bro. The kids will run that house.
Run it, yeah. You
like,
need at least
parents are just gonna be like, "Oh, you okay? Yeah, you want money? Here you go. Stay out as long as you want. It's okay, honey."
They're gonna be raising chads like, "Get out of my room, mom."
Basically, like, "Fuck you, mom."
Yeah.
And then and I feel like those kids kind of grow up thinking that the world is going to always bend for them and gonna go by their rules. And then I think you're doing a disservice to your kids, because then they go out into the world, and then what? Something bad happens to them and they feel like so entitled, they don't even know how to handle it. I think you have to learn how to handle controversy, like starting at a young age, and recognize that, you know what, the world is not fair and it's probably not going to revolve around you, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not a parent yet though, so I'm just assuming. I'm just assuming.
I feel how you got raised, I guess.
Thank you.
That's probably why.
Yeah.
You gotta let your kids know that they're not as special as, of course they're special to you because they're your kid, but you gotta let them know that just because I find you special here doesn't mean they're gonna find you special out there.
Someone's gonna
you gotta prove why you're special out there. You gotta prove yourself special out there, but right away, then no one's gonna be fucking nice to you right away.
You gotta tell them something.
Like, just because you're in elementary school, yes, these little kids may be nice to you, but there's gonna be those couple kids that are gonna be fucking bullies, and you gotta learn how to deal with that shit. So it's like, yeah, dude, you can't just always tell them, you're my special little boy, my special little.
Here's a participation trophy.
No, that's
you should break those, bro. If your kids get participation trophies and they lose, you should break them.
Oh my god, I feel like that was our generation, right? Our generation was like the generation of participation trophies.
Yeah.
Do you feel like that's why everybody's so sensitive?
Yeah.
I think so. I think because everyone wants to win. And then so when they don't win, they start getting all sad and shit. It's
not that they want to win. Everyone wants to feel inclusive.
Everyone wants to feel included. Yes.
I think because when people win, they get on that pedestal. I'm like, oh my god, yeah, congratulations.
Well, that's because they worked for it. Yeah, they earned it.
That's why like everyone wants to be that winner. So like the parents start feeling bad and they start giving, here, you get a trophy too.
Ooh,
so I think that's really fucked up.
Because I work at elementary school, right? I've already said this many times. And anytime we're playing these games with these kids, the kid that there's those kids, bro. And I don't know what's going on at home. I'm not gonna blame the home life, whatever. But I'm just saying the parents are probably not really paying attention to when their kid plays games, because these kids, after the first little loss that they get, bro, they pout, they cry, they scream, they walk away. No. And then we always have to tell them, dude. I said this so like just like nonchalant to one of these kids. I was like, yo, you're gonna take losses in your life. It's okay. I've taken many else. Look at me.
You bounce back. You bounce back without crying.
You handle that better than I would have been like, bro, no one likes crybabies.
No, I just no. I said that before. I was like, no one likes that. I said that before. We're like, we said that. We're like, it's like it's okay to cry, but now on times when you lose,
you shouldn't cry when you lose.
It's okay, you lost. Just take it as it is and try harder next time. Maybe you win.
Yeah.
It was like, stop. It was like, because those type of cries, it's not like you feel bad for them. It irritates you, and it's not just us. Like even all the
all the kids too. Like
so it's like you tell them like this is not gonna get your way. Like because you cry doesn't mean we're gonna
doesn't mean you're gonna get first.
Yeah,
you know it's not.
I've always had to tell those kids like, dude, like it's no one feels sad for you right now. Like everyone's irritated. No, it's true. I'm not trying to be mean. I'm just like, just work harder. Yeah. Try your best. Try your best every time, and sometimes you're gonna lose. It's okay. Hey, it happens.
Yeah.
Maybe next time when I take an L. I'm like, Aaron, I took an L today. Tell me something nice. Yeah. Let me keep motivation. Send me a voice memo.
Yeah, there's a difference between me feeling sorry for a kid who's crying for something else than this kid who just threw like a
tantrum.
Like, I don't feel sad. I feel irritated. I'm like, why?
Why loser?
What? You never call him a loser. You never call him a loser. You just say, hey, it's okay if you lost. It's fine.
I whispered under my breath.
I was watching a video where you brought up your dad and everything he's taught you.
Yeah.
How important is that relationship with your parents, and how has it molded you to who you are today?
Oh my God, I think the relationship between you and your parents is like everything. My dad taught me to. Oh my God, that man is so intense. Like, wake up in the morning, 3 a.m., go on an insane run, hike, bike ride. Life is not going to be easy. They're going to push you down. You're going to stand back up every single time. Jesus. No victim mentalities are ever allowed, like, in my house. Because the truth is, everybody is going to have a bias against you, no matter what skin color you are, no matter what sex, gender you are, whatever it is, there's always going to be somebody that has a bias against you just based off of your own upbringing. So you have to know that, like, okay, not the whole world's going to mess with you. Certain things are going to be at your advantage. Being a girl is at my advantage a lot of the times. And a lot of the times it's at a disadvantage in my industry. But I can't sit here and be like victim mentality. Like, being a female in the industry and being taken seriously by males, it sucks. You get sexualized, you get blackballed if, you deny a guy because he wants to like get with you and stuff like that. You're dealing with like, people judging you based off of like who you've hooked up with and things like that. So you're dealing with all these things, but I'm not going to let any of that, get into my mind. And it does, of course, I'm human, but my dad in the relationship with my parents taught me, you know what? Life ain't going to be fair. Suck it up. Yeah, feel it. Feel the hurt when things happen to you, but then you got to pick yourself back up. Yeah. Nothing's going to, the world isn't going to be like, oh, poor Jess. Like,
I like that.
Definitely.
Use that shit as motivation.
Yeah. And they raised a soldier because like ever since I've been following you, you're like running at 4 a.m. and then and they're not just like little 2-mile runs. Like you're running for like 15, 16 miles.
Yeah.
And then you like run.
Not all the time.
And then you like run into the ocean and it's like 7, 8 a.m. It's like freezing cold.
Yeah. My dad would make me do that when I was little.
Wow.
I want to hang out with you.
Yeah. No, you don't. You don't.
No, he's a runner as well.
Oh, you are?
And I'm training for like a race, like a Spartan race.
The track star.
So like that's why I'm like all fucking intense right now.
Yeah.
So before that, you've been running ever.
I've been running for a long time.
What's your like running regimen? Like how many are you? Like, are you swimming?
I don't swim. I get really tired. I do legs twice a week though, to like one speed and one is like strength, and then just running every day.
And then running every day.
It's like 3-4 miles every day, and then sometimes I go like on a run like 10 miles, and then but I don't do like 16. That's crazy.
No, 16 is really hard. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like being like I'm gonna casually do 16
every day.
No, hell no. Like that's on like a full send. Like okay, I'm feeling it today. My headphones.
You have 5 hours, 3 hours to spare. You're like I could do the 3-hour run. Yeah. Come back right, like run around.
Yeah. No, my dad was intense, but I will say like the way that kids when they're like babies and infants are like sponges. So just absorbing all like that intense energy from my dad, I feel like definitely makes like such a big impact.
That's really cool.
He's insane.
Your dad's
Shout out my dad.
like, come on, honey. You gotta do stuff for your life.
He's already. That's his second workout.
No,
You're just there like,
that's dope.
Damn,
That's
okay,
super
Dad.
cool.
Yeah, no.
2 years old?
Dude, my dad like literally got half of his 3 fingers chopped off in El Rancho, like I want to say a couple months ago. This man, because he was working on some machinery, and he picks up the remaining parts of his 3 fingers, drives himself to the hospital, and then they like just stitch it on. It didn't take, so now they're like permanently short. But yeah, and there's another time where he was on the top of a Mexican mountain and he blew up a bunch of fireworks, or his friend did. His friend caught on fire. Half of his like intestine. I'm not even kidding.
Oh, shit.
Half of like him was like hanging out. My dad like blew up like some parts of his toes and fingers, and he like carried his. Well, first off, his friend was on fire. He like made sure he wasn't on fire anymore. Pulled him over his like shoulder and drove him down a mountain to where he was in a coma for a couple days. His friend was, but my dad like survived and got him out of like that whole situation. Like my dad,
Damn,
is so
superhero.
He's a ranchero. He's
intense.
straight.
Oh yeah,
Damn.
straight like ranchero, like
I'm
crazy.
surprised he didn't continue working on the machinery he was doing on. And then go to the hospital. He was like,
I finished it in 5 minutes.
He's like, I'll pick those up
"Yeah,
later.
Yeah.
I gotta get this shit done before midnight.
Clean him with a spade.
I actually, you're right. I'm surprised he didn't do that.
I want
God.
to track back to when you were talking about like you do your own construction, which is true because you're starting the van life.
Yeah.
How's that going for you? Like, what made you like
What is
decide to
that?
choose the van life?
You know what?
No, I know, but like, what? Like, you're gonna like live like in certain places and stuff.
I'm gonna live in my. It's not like a little van. It's a pretty. It's like think of like a Sprinter, a
Okay.
very big Sprinter. Have you ever gone on like a party
Yeah,
Sprinter?
yeah.
It's like that, so you could stand up and walk in it.
Okay.
But I'm building it into like a self-sustaining. Like I'm gonna live out of it
that's
type
dope.
vibe. Yeah, like sink, shower, like bathroom. I need the whole thing, closet space, mirror. So I'm not gonna be living just like crazy. You know what I mean? I need certain things, but yeah, I'm trying to build it out
badass.
right now and travel the country.
Yeah,
That's
it's
dope.
sick.
Yeah.
That's dope. That's exciting.
Yeah, I've always seen those like cool ass videos on like YouTube. They're like the ASMR like van life videos. Have you seen those? It's like a van life in like in a cat like in the woods, and it's so sick. You gotta check it out.
It's like calming.
Yeah, it's very common. It's ASMR. They put like a sick ass camera while they're like sleeping, and then you just see like the outside of their van, and it's so nice.
It is such a vibe. You guys should do a podcast out of it when it's done.
Work in a van.
Oh, that'd be
amazing.
dope.
That'd be
Just
dope.
pull up somewhere like by
Yeah.
a lake and do like a
That'd
little
be
episode
sick,
there.
yeah. So
I like
are you more of a
fishing.
nature? You're more of a nature girl?
I love
Yeah.
love nature. I mean, I'm a city girl too, but I love being in both.
Said it goes up.
City
City girls in the woods.
City girls take over the woods.
For real. No, yeah, I freaking love nature. Yeah.
That's
Do you
it.
guys?
Yeah, I
Are you guys
started
city
hiking.
boys?
I started hiking and like I picked up an interest, but then now it's like all like snowed in. So we're waiting till March to like pick up again.
You guys don't like snowboarding
do
or
stuff.
anything?
I've never done snowboarding.
Never done snowboarding, but I
Actually,
wanted to.
Yeah, I want to do snowboarding this month. I want to do that. That's my goal. And also my goal is to go camping this year because I've never gone camping.
Camping's
In a
fun.
tent.
In a
Yeah,
tent.
I want straight tent. I want to make sure there's bears like walking around.
You
That's the
want
type
to
of
know?
camping
You
I
want to know
want.
that they're there? Like,
Yeah, I want, that's the type
Bring
of
bear
camping.
spray,
You see
no
that-
food
you-
in your
yeah.
tent.
You say
That's
that now, bro, but once you hear that bear,
Remember?
yeah, bro. Once you even see it like get up.
Or remember,
fuck
we know
that.
we know what to do if it's a brown bear. Remember?
If it's a grizzly, you like get like, don't you like pretend you're dead?
that's what we talked
This is
about.
what
And
I
if it's a
promise.
brown
the
bear,
same
If it's a brown, you
conversation.
get big.
no, if it's a black bear, don't you get big and make
Yeah.
noise?
Black bears, you get big and you make noise. Yeah.
You say,
Brown
hey,
bears.
hey,
Hey bear. Hey bear.
Hey bear.
And then the brown bears, that ones you gotta act dead because they fuck you up.
You gotta cover your neck and all that.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
they'll fuck your shit
grizzlies.
up.
And then
Yeah.
polar bears, don't they say you just
You just
you're
gotta run.
dead.
you're just dead. Just
yeah.
accept your fate and be like,
Yeah, if you see a grizzly bear,
Enjoy
it's
the
over.
last view of like a
And
grizzly.
if you ever see a polar bear, one, be like, why the fuck are you here?
Yeah.
And two, you're fucked.
it's probably because you're over there, like
Yeah, I
in
was like,
Antarctica.
why would a polar bear
Why the
be
fuck am I here?
Yeah, what the
the
fuck?
polar bear's like, I fucking, I don't know, bro.
Yeah, just the crazy stories I've heard about that shit is kind of crazy.
Oh
Yeah, so
my
that's the
god,
goal.
could you imagine? No
When-
way.
I personally fuck up like
A bear?
a bobcat.
A bobcat.
Yeah, a bobcat.
you'd
I
be
think I
scared?
wouldn't die of a bobcat attack.
I don't know.
think
Would or
so.
you wouldn't?
I would not.
They're kind of big. I saw a
I
bobcat.
feel like I strangle a mountain lion.
Like I could like
They're pretty
I'll
big,
do
I'm not
I'll
gonna
triangle
lie, though,
I'll
pretty
triangle
big.
I'll triangle shoulder head here and then just move.
I've seen. I've played
Yeah,
enough
you
Call
think
of
you
Duty,
could take
just
on
like-
one?
Yeah.
I'll take him in the
Yeah.
STFU, you know, fucking John Cena
I
and
thought he was
shit.
gonna bite me and I'll just grab his fucking just
Yeah.
bro.
I'll
I feel like I could choke him.
I'm like taking it serious. I'm like,
I feel like I could
yeah.
choke him. I feel like I could choke him like a
I
bobcat.
don't know. I think if you see a bobcat, it's too late because they prowl on you. Say they're already stalking you.
They already know what I'm gonna do.
Yeah, so they just
Don't they chill in trees? Is
Yeah.
that
They go
just
for your
charge.
neck.
so there's no. I remember I was on a hike.
If one jumps for you from a tree and it's going for your neck and you see it, you RKO that bitch. From out of nowhere, bro. It's like, you fucking thought I was in Roger. Randy Orton taught me well, bitch.
RKO out of nowhere.
RKO out of nowhere, fucker. So,
Oh my
So
god.
you're not afraid of Bigfoot?
No, I'm not afraid of big. No.
No.
You know, you think
Is that
Bigfoot
is that
exists?
actually a
Yeah,
thing?
you're afraid of Bigfoot.
I mean,
Took it out of
the
serious, I'm like, no.
You believe in Bigfoot?
you say it like it was like it's like a fact that he's real, like
Yeah,
right now.
he's out
Like
here.
he's real. People are scared of him.
He's out here.
He's out here, according to
Would you
Mr.
guys
Osborne.
rather? Okay, if you guys were like stuck in a room, would you rather take on a lion, like a full
fuck.
blown lion, or a grizzly?
Oh fuck! I
lion.
have a better chance with a lion.
A lion.
I would rather take on a lion.
Yeah,
grizzly bears?
Grizzly is gonna.
Again, a lion, I feel like you could choke him.
Yeah, I'm gonna go Joe Rogan, but like, you know how he fangirls on grizzly bears? Like, grizzly bears are crazy. Like, literally one slap will
Bro,
fuck
you're
up a
knocked the
moose.
fuck out, dude.
Yeah, one slap will fuck up a moose. So one
See,
slap
we
to
need
you.
a Jamie to be looking shit
And
up.
that's
like
if the
that.
claws don't hit you. That's if his pure paw
Yeah.
hits you, bro.
There's a video of a grizzly bear that literally broke a moose's back by one slap.
What? Mooses
Bro,
are ginormous.
grizzlies.
Yeah,
Yeah, you know how much?
they're
How you gonna take on
huge.
grizzly? You know how much they weigh?
Yeah.
Lions weigh a lot too. I'm pretty sure, but
Me
like,
personally,
grizzly weighs way
actually,
more.
I take the grizzly bear.
Hell,
Ah,
So what are you gonna do? What would you do? What would
No
you do?
weapon. You have
If
no
you don't
After
smack
he
you-
tells us
Yeah.
the story about
This is literally no weapon. Man versus fucking.
I'd be
grizzly.
like, psst, psst,
Do I have clothes on?
Oh, hell no,
Do I have
bro.
clothes
Come
on?
give me a.
yeah. Psst,
Can I use my clothes as weapons?
Bro, he's gonna
What's
claw
that
that
gonna
shit.
do?
Bro,
He's gonna
you
claw
fucking-
that shit.
He tries you and you're just like, throw it at his face and run.
And you know that gets tired.
You're trapped in. You
You're
get
trapped
out of the room.
You're trapped in there. You're
I'll
trapped
sock him.
No, you're trapped
See what
in there
happens.
unless you're trapped in there till someone dies, bro. You are the fucking animal.
Oh, no. You die in both instances then. I'm just saying who lasts longer. I don't like.
Bro,
I
you're not
feel
gonna
like-
last with a grizzly. You're dead. You're dead.
I feel
You're
like
fucking
you-
gone.
yeah,
You're done.
yeah.
bro.
But he has like balls.
Especially if this is grizzly, he's like you're trying to attack it. You're done, bro. That's it.
What if you
Such a
just
scary
what if he just
situation
knows
to
you're
think of.
tougher than him?
What?
He just knows you're tougher
yeah,
than him.
Realistically, I think the lion.
Yeah, the lion would be better.
We're still
I
fucking
think
the lion.
I would just
but-
jump on its back and just hold on to its mane and be like, you can't get to me. Honestly, that would
For
be
real,
like my
I think
plan
that's
of
the best.
action.
That's the
What
best
about a
way to-
gorilla?
Fuck.
Speaking of which, there's
Oh,
a gorilla
shit.
on your screen right
That's
there.
wild.
These fuckers are strong, bro.
Yeah, but I feel
That's-
like they just look at you, maybe just like
He'll rip your leg off.
he'll just like run at you and be like,
Yeah,
and then
yeah,
like
yeah.
call it a day. But he doesn't really have like teeth like that. What could he do?
Oh,
Like,
no,
he's-
that's like-
They're
Yeah,
strong
they
as
got
fuck.
cane-
They'll literally
oh,
rip
yeah?
you apart.
Yeah.
oh, they'll rip you
Like they'll
apart.
just
Chimpanzees can rip you
yeah,
apart.
chimpanzees can rip you apart.
Chimpanzees are straight muscle.
Oh my god, I've seen that. I've seen like somebody like shave a gym
it's just
and all you
muscle.
see is straight muscle.
ripped.
Oh
Trying to
my
be like
wait.
that
Trying to take the
chimpanzee.
chimpanzee.
There's a
Damn,
documentary
bro.
called Grizzly Man, and it was like this kind of like crazy guy. Did you guys see it?
Yeah.
Dude, and he, like for 7 years in a row, he would go to the most populated grizzly territory and just live with the grizzlies. And they'd, I mean, there'd just be like 5 grizzly bears just like right there eating, and he's just like there, and he'd be like reporting. He'd be like, "I am here in the land of the grizzlies, the most beautiful." And for like 7 years, he did this, and it's a well-known fact that it didn't end too well for him, but. Just the fact that he'd put himself. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, the
You know,
one with his wife
you know
and the
why
wife
he
and got
died?
eaten?
You know why he died? So it's so sad. It's so fucking sad. So he went with his wife. And,
we did talk about
yeah,
this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
And his wife, she already wanted to leave. Even in her journal, she was like, "I want to get out of here. Like, I don't feel safe." And then that same week,
Yeah.
she got her period. No, that same week she got her period. And then that's when the grizzly bear was able to like just sniff
Smell
them
it.
out. Yeah, it's so and killed both of them. And the crazy part is there's audio of it.
They say
Yeah.
it's not real, supposedly.
It's a reenactment,
Oh, okay.
but I don't know why the fuck you'd reenact that. It's weird.
So there was an audio, but they
There
never
was an
released
audio. They trashed it, but someone reenacted it. I don't know why.
Oh my god.
It's fucking horrible. Yeah, nature's scary.
Crazy.
You don't want to fuck around with nature. Fuck around with nature.
Yeah, fuck around and find out.
We're gonna fuck around and find out. We're gonna fuck around
I'll
and
kick a
find
penguin though if I'm gonna get some.
out. Kick a penguin.
Why are you mad at penguins?
No, if we're trapped in the room, I'm going.
You were still
I'm
penguin?
punching that bitch right there.
Oh, I thought you were just gonna randomly go.
Oh, no, I want a penguin.
What the penguin do?
I want to cuddle a
Like,
penguin.
you really hate it surfs up, huh?
Damn.
Dude,
Nah.
penguins
You
are
guys,
so
you guys didn't
cute.
react like this when I said I'll sock a fucking kid.
Everybody looked at you like, oh.
You're like,
Yeah, more about the penguin than the
Yeah.
kid.
All right, valid. Everyone's felt that way.
Well, because it's a human kid, man.
Sometimes whenever I see a movie, I get more sad when the dog dies than when the human
Oh
dies.
yes.
Depends.
Dude.
Depends.
Nah,
I
straight
cried a
dog.
lot when Tony Stark died, bro. I cried, motherfucker.
Yo, talking about
Cried.
Marvel, or what's his name? Hawkeye? He got in a really bad accident.
Yeah, Jeremy Renner.
Yeah.
January 1st, yeah.
He got ran over by a snow thing or whatever.
Critical condition, I think I know, yeah.
Yeah, crazy.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. Shit's
So
nature.
much shit has happened already for like famous people.
For 3 years?
No.
For just like 3 days.
For 3 days.
Or
Like, it
4
was Jeremy
days.
Renner, Hamlin, the football player.
Yeah, that was bad. That was scary.
Collapsed, cardiac arrest, crazy.
Oh
and
my
then
And Bad Bunny got canceled.
Oh,
Bad Bunny got canceled for throwing someone's phone. Sus.
Hey, what do you guys think about that?
Yeah.
Though?
That shit funny.
Wait, Bad Bunny got canceled.
Yeah.
He really get
Wait,
canceled.
is there a
bro.
video of him
There's a
throwing the
video.
phone?
There's a video. You haven't seen the video?
No.
Whose phone
Oh,
did
you
he
haven't
throw?
seen it?
Whose phone did he throw?
Some
A
fans probably.
fan.
Who gives a
fan.
fuck?
So this is so
Fuck that fan.
Let's go around.
that fan. I
What,
don't
what
want
do
your
you think
phone.
about this altercation?
I feel like Bad Bunny gets bombarded 24 freaking 7. He can't have a regular life. And he said, if you come up to me respectfully, I will respect you. And even that is hard to do because really, if you're bombarded that much and you don't feel human, then at some point that's depressing. So
Yeah.
if you're like just trying to walk and somebody has like your phone in their face, I think that's super disrespectful.
Yeah.
They're not zoo animals. And even then, don't do that to zoo animals.
Don't even go to
do
zoos.
that-
Don't do it to
don't
zoos.
do
Go
that
to zoos. Don't go to zoos.
I know, but you know
Dude,
what I mean? Like,
I
treat
can't
him with
imagine. He's always
dignity.
getting bumped into, and everyone's trying to like crowd him. It's like, bro,
Scream at
I was
him.
at Marquee, dude, and I was already getting angry because people like did not care where you were. So when they would like jump or they would like fucking just like pretend like this is their only area and they're the only ones there, bro, I was getting so heated. There's this one fucking douchebag I remember in a douchebag ass black fucking shirt, douchebag glasses. You look like a fucking tool, you dumb fuck.
Damn,
This guy
he's
comes out
mad.
of nowhere and starts jumping, bro, but he knows I'm there and he starts fucking literally going like this, but jumping on purpose so I would move. And then I was there and I got so he did it 3 times to the point where I literally just fucking pushed him. And I was like, get the fuck out of my fucking way, you fucking douchebag.
God dang.
No, I was mad, bro. It's like, I'm just saying, like, if that got me mad, I can't imagine you're a celebrity and you're just having this shit all the time because people just want a fucking video of you,
the time.
a fucking picture. Everyone's trying to crowd you, and you're like, they're probably like bumping into you, probably walking like that, and you're like, bro, it's like,
Like, it never stops.
you're bound to get
never
fucking
stops.
mad, bro.
So
Look at this.
here's the video.
Go back.
Into the ocean, into the water.
Without his
was
permission,
that
bro.
into the water?
Yeah, it was into the water.
No, I didn't know that. It was into the water.
She is not a fan no more, I'll tell you that.
Oh, into the
Into the water. I think into the water se pasó.
No, he just.
Bro, he just yanked it. I'm pretty sure he wasn't aiming for the water. He just like,
Nah, he knows where he's at. He's on the dock. He's on the dock.
he just yeeted it, bro.
Bro,
I'm
first
sorry.
of all, I like that. I like that ending more. If it would just landed on the floor, I would be
But
like,
you know what?
whatever.
I think it's good he did it because now people know not to do it because
Bro.
the result is very
Yeah.
He
intense.
looked okay. He literally looked okay. He was kind of like, oh yeah, thank you, smiling and shit. And then this girl just comes out of nowhere. It's like, like fucking without permission and shit, bro.
Yeah.
It's like, dude, after it happens a lot and you're trying to keep your cool, bro. As again, he's a fucking person. He's a human, bro.
And also,
I don't care how much.
Yeah.
I don't care how media trained you are, bro. This shit happens all the time.
And then think about this. Think about a day when you've just been at your worst, right?
Yeah.
And now think being a celebrity. So wherever you go, you're gonna have some like, oh my god, but you're already at your worst day. Like you're having
Right.
a
Your
really
worst day
bad
you've had
day.
all
you
year.
gotta act like you haven't
Yeah.
had your worst day.
Exactly. So
Yeah, like you guys have had people come up to you guys. What if you guys are having like the worst day ever, but you want to put on a good face because
Yeah.
you know that your fans are the reason why you are where
hard.
you're at. That's so
Yeah.
hard.
And then let's say something like, for example,
I'ma
let's say
say-
this. I probably would never throw a phone.
I would.
I mean, if I was at this point, like let's just say this happened to me, right?
But you're Bad Bunny. Like, think you're Bad Bunny.
Okay, then I'll throw everybody's phone. but I feel like if this altercation like goes viral, and then people are like, oh, he's such a dick, like, oh, he's such a bad person. But it's just like it was one. I was
One-
having
what
one
is it?
bad
One
day.
out of the hundreds of thousands.
Exactly.
My phone. My phone.
Yeah,
like-
out of like the thousands and thousands of pictures I took, they just caught me on slipping on a bad day.
So do you feel like you should have just been like, get that phone out my face, or do you feel like that was justified?
I don't think you should have thrown it in the water.
I don't think you should have thrown it in the water.
I think it was just a reaction that he had, bro. It was just.
I think.
I think this is
me personally. I would have thrown it in the water. If I would have
Yeah.
been Bad Bunny, I would have thrown it in the water because throwing it in the fucking like over there, like
bushes.
it doesn't make you like think, oh shit, like that just happened. Oh, my phone.
It was just a bad reaction
Yeah.
that happened to be filmed, and I'm pretty sure he feels bad about it. But
He's a human.
He's human, bro. We make mistakes all the time, man.
Yeah.
Not
We
Bad
can't.
Bunny, though.
That's why I hate about the media or people. Like they realize that they just think celebrities are celebrities, and that's
Yeah.
it.
Right. They don't
They really don't
feel
seem like human at all.
things.
It's
Yeah,
like,
we're normal people too. Come on. fuck.
I know.
Hell no, bro.
Just,
already
yeah,
know.
no. So I think
Who said
I'll
he
let it
was
slide.
canceled though?
Nah,
Yeah, so is he canceled though, or is the internet defending him?
No one's Bad Bunny. I don't
One
think,
person?
I
No,
don't think
I'm
Bad Bunny.
asking. I'm asking. Like, what's the overall
No, I was just
consensus
saying, like,
online?
yeah, one person, no. Some random girl, no. He's
I
not
think
canceled.
it just depends. Some people aren't fucking with him, but other people understand. I think now, like that, we've kind of seen how like celebrities live. I mean, because before social media, we kind of just saw them as like idols and figureheads,
Right.
but now we see them as regular people. So now people are like, well, it's valid. Like he has bad days too. He doesn't have to be perfect. So I think now he's not getting canceled, but I think it's still people who are kind of stuck in the old times.
Yeah. Could you imagine being that type of celebrity like a decade ago would have been a lot more chill than now. Now everybody's a paparazzi.
Yeah.
Before it was just like the select few that had access to like the tabloids. Now like one random bystander can catch you in a bad moment. That is literally so unpeaceful and so bad for your mental health.
Yeah.
Every single person's a paparazzi now. As a celebrity like that, I would
100%,
literally
yeah.
go crazy.
Yeah.
I
Camera's
would
always on you.
Always on you.
Wherever you go.
That
Wherever
sucks. Can't
you
even-
go. Wherever
can't
you
even
go.
pick your nose.
Yeah.
bro.
You
Bro,
probably
after you feel it, you're like, fuck.
You can't even pick your wedgie.
you
Yeah,
can't even
it's
go
just
to
like-
Oh, and it's like up there too. You're like, fuck.
Pick your
it's
wedgie. You gotta sit there and
You
eat
gotta
it.
sit
Yeah,
there.
you just
Damn.
gotta.
Gotta, like, let
Smile.
it's fucking warming up in there.
Oh hell no.
Dude, I would hate that you're eating and they just catch you a bad photo of you, like the way you're eating. It's
Yeah.
like,
Quinceañera. It's a quinceañera video
Yeah,
the
it's a
whole
quinceañera
time you're
time.
eating.
Yeah.
Single time.
Oh
like
my
that Cristiano
God.
Ronaldo video where he did like a social what is it, a social experiment. He was like, how can I finish my coffee and how many pictures can I take? And then so he took like 2 sips of coffee and he took like I think like 50, 60 photos.
Fuck. I would have been there.
I'm like, damn. shit's
Dude.
crazy.
Just one time.
2 sips, bro.
Bro,
Yeah,
I mean, they
65.
recognize him with a whole freaking like.
Yeah, literally.
Disfrace,
Like, he
huh?
It's
changed
just like
his
his
whole face.
posture. He just it's fucking.
Is the Adam's apple?
That's what they recognize,
Yeah,
huh?
that's what they recognize
I
him.
saw that
He is
video.
like he's basically is the most famous person in the world, kind of.
You think?
He is
More than
Really?
Friends.
Messi?
I think the one that won the World Cup is now.
Nah,
Sorry.
nah. I don't
I
think Ronaldo.
think so. I've seen a lot of people that look like Messi, like in my life.
I think
Yeah,
Ronaldo.
I know people like Cristiano, not very many.
Yeah, I don't see
Yeah.
someone like that.
Not that.
Yeah.
Dang, but I feel like I really like Cristiano. He seems very wholesome to me.
He
Or
seems
no?
like-
You're the only one in the
mean,
media thinks that.
yeah, yeah.
Have you ever seen
Okay, I only say that because I watched the Netflix series of his wife.
Okay, yeah, I watched it
And
at
they
work.
seem so wholesome,
Yeah.
and she's beautiful, and like their family. But who knows what really goes on behind closed doors? But from
Yeah.
what they've, shown us, because they only choose to show what they want.
He is
but-
a wholesome dude, but his character to the media is he's the
the
bad guy.
guy.
Oh yeah,
They treat
maybe I
him
don't.
that's the fucked up part. They treat him like he's the
soccer
bad
news.
guy.
Yeah, and Messi's the good guy.
Oh yeah, because
Yeah.
wasn't there like a controversial thing because he just signed to Dubai for like 200 million?
Yeah.
and it's like the highest paid
Contract of all sports.
contract of all sports.
Exactly.
But people are. What's the criticism? He's like leaving.
He's leaving. He's doing it for the money. He
He's
lost
doing
his
it for the-
passion and stuff like that.
I would
But I mean,
too.
like, bro, like this dude's ready. Like he's completed everything he's got to do except for the World Cup, unfortunately. And you can't call him washed up if he's making 200 mil. Like anybody would do that. I don't give a fuck
Yeah.
who's gonna. Like I don't give a
washed
fuck what you
up.
say.
If you're so washed up, like 200 million,
You're
nobody
You would not be getting 200
You're not
million.
washed up. You're getting there.
And it's
200
funny
million,
because
you're
there's
not
always
washed up.
people that don't like Ronaldo saying that. So it's like basically like, for some reason, if you're a Messi fan, you have to hate Ronaldo.
I don't hate
know
Ronaldo.
why.
I don't hate Ronaldo.
I don't
But
hate
like
either.
no, so it's like that. So it's like all the fanboys.
Okay.
It's all the fanboys who like hate on each other, because it's like the Ronaldo fanboys hate the Messi, hate Messi. Messi fanboys hate Ronaldo. Don't know why. I don't know why you can't just appreciate both.
both.
Right.
It has
But
to be one or
anyways,
the other.
they're the ones saying like, oh yeah, he's washed up, he's sold out, this and that. But we forget that this man's fucking 38 years old.
And he's getting 200 million.
Yeah.
and
Bro,
he has a family.
It's unheard of to be 38 years old and still basically playing in the best leagues in the world, bro. It's like soup unless you're a goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Bro, it's like the
Ochoa.
fact that they think that and let you know like they think highly of him too, because like
Yeah.
they're saying like, oh, why didn't he just go to another European league or European team? Is like, well, because one, no one wanted him because he has very high wages. First of all, and secondly, because the whole controversy behind him supposedly. So it's like, dude, and then you know what? Go ahead, do your thing, bro. You've done all you've done for
Yeah,
the
he's done
sport.
everything, yeah.
You've done any sport. You're one of the most freaking
Yes.
iconic,
Iconic.
fucking influential players of all time. Go earn your money, dude.
yes, collect your 200 mil. Like
These
yeah.
clubs,
Yes,
these
King.
promotions, these sponsors have treated you like an asset. Go treat this club like an asset. Go
Yeah.
ahead.
Oof.
So that was.
You've been treated like a marketing thing. You've been treated like the fucking. The
you wanna
toy,
call him?
Yeah.
The fucking.
Like, you gotta let him know. Like, you
no,
gotta
I'm
let
just
him know
saying,
it's
he
okay.
should
I
know
love
that.
this.
He
You
should
better
know
clip
that. I'm just
this.
saying
I
though,
want to
like
be down.
you've
Hey.
been treated like the fucking like the asset.
The
Now
asset,
you go
yeah.
treat this club like an asset.
That's
Why
true.
not?
That's
Go
very
earn your money.
facts.
Did you
Bro.
see that they're gonna Messi and him might play one last time?
Yeah, friendly.
Oh,
Friendly.
friendly.
That'd be
One
cool.
last time.
They're gonna. PSG's fucking rocking these teams.
Yeah, PSG's gonna rock him, but
whatever.
I also think I hate that they're giving him so much shit for going there. Because it's like, dude, no one gave shit to fucking Iniesta when he went to Japan. Where's all that hate?
But Ronaldo,
yeah, fuck you guys. Fuck you.
Iniesta was just a magician.
It
doesn't matter. I'm just saying. Where's all the hate from him? Because they're like, he's sold out basically because he's getting so much money there too. Yeah. Where's the hate? Exactly.
So I got like a funny little topic I want to bring up real quick because I know we can go deep into soccer talk forever.
Yeah,
we'll go deep into that. Our last episode we came up with a really new business idea. Don't tell her the business idea, but I want to get your opinion.
I'm gonna steal it now.
On this business idea.
No, from a woman's perspective.
Yeah, from a woman's perspective. So I'll first start off with this question: would you be okay with your man going to a strip club? What's up, guys? Before we continue with today's fabulous episode, we're going to shout out the Rick Sanchez podcast. How would you like to learn how to overcome your fears? How to get up after being knocked down? How to be more resilient? There's a new podcast out there hosted by Rick Sanchez. And let me tell you something about Rick Sanchez. This is really interesting. Rick Sanchez is one of the few people who has interviewed 4 presidents: Fidel Castro, Mikhail Gorbachev, and Manuel Noriega. He has some amazing stories to tell. He was the first Latino journalist to have the nationally televised show named after him on CNN. And then he went on to build a $4.4 billion company. Well, now he's built another company called Agua Media. And he has a podcast called the Rick Sanchez Podcast, where he takes everything he's learned and teaches you how to overcome fear, how to develop a routine, how to message properly, and how to succeed. And now he wants to share everything he's learned with you. It's inspirational and aspirational and can help you change your life. You can find it on Apple, Spotify, or wherever you get your podcasts. That's the Rick Sanchez Podcast on Agua Media. And now back to the episode. New business idea. Don't tell her the business idea, but I want to get your opinion.
I'm gonna steal it now.
On this business idea.
No, from a woman's perspective.
Yeah, from a woman's perspective. So I'll first start off with this question: would you be okay with your man going to a strip club?
Oof. Okay, so this not maybe alone. I've gone with my man. I've gone with him, and we have a ball.
Okay.
But going alone, maybe if it was like a bachelor party. Okay. But I don't know. Okay. I'd have to really think of, and it also depends on who I'm dating, honestly. If it's someone that I genuinely trust and like isn't really into that, like he's only going because he has to. Because I've dated guys that like genuinely don't like to, but they have to go because it's like a bachelor party or something like that. It really just depends, honestly. So, but as of now, like the recent people that I've dated, I'd have to be there.
Okay. What about the stripper is a licensed therapist? Would you still let him be
a licensed? No.
A licensed therapist?
No. I can also be your stripper and licensed. You, baby, talk to me. What you talking about?
But this girl's got like a whole PhD in therapy.
Baby, I got my undergraduate. Okay, I'm an easy listener. No, you can maybe come to me with your
She's a communications major. She understands how to communicate.
Why are you gonna go? Okay, but that's just opening the door for him to potentially do things with them.
Why? But she's a professional.
Wait.
Because she's a stripper.
But here's the thing.
But she's a professional. You know.
But here's the thing. Men only go there when they seek therapy.
Yup.
Okay, so what? Therapy of having tits and ass in your face?
Therapy of talking to someone.
In your face, but while talking to someone.
Maybe your man can't talk to you.
Okay, so she's shaking her ass and you're over here like, yeah, so at work.
Yes,
like,
No, you know what? I was with my girl and she doesn't really like how I feel.
She doesn't take my feelings.
She doesn't take my feelings into consideration.
Then what? She'll be like, okay.
And she'll talk to you like a therapist. She'll like go up and do like the little titties in her face, and she'll be like, you know what?
She'll be like, you know what? Hold on, baby, motorboat me real quick.
Give you 2 seconds, motorboat her, and then she'll be like, I understand where you're coming from, and your feelings are validated.
Yeah, so I see like it's stemming from childhood trauma.
No, and she's like, but understand how she feels and why she feels that way. Maybe ask her what makes you feel this way.
Oh my god!
She's like, what makes you feel?
Hell no!
Just tell me, like, do you guys ever go out together or like?
Look, I would
separately?
Look, maybe there's some girls that'll be like, yeah, but I will tell you right now, the majority of women who have an actual partner or husband are going to say absolutely hell no.
Tell me what's wrong. Is that how strippers? I've never been to a strip club.
Look, what you gotta do is not. You can't. Remember.
I've never been to a strip club. Aaron doesn't want to take me.
What?
You've never been to a strip club?
No.
Have any of you guys been to a strip club? Yeah, you have.
They have.
I've been to one in Cancun.
A mental one?
No, I've been to one.
That's where the idea came from.
Yeah, in Cancun. I got bamboozled.
Okay, if my man were to ever come home and be like, I've been having a rough day, I'm gonna go to the strip club to get therapy.
He's gonna say, I'm gonna go to the therapy room
because that's what we're calling.
That's our business. That's gonna be our new business.
I think maybe for single men, maybe not for men in relationships.
Maybe it's designed for single men.
Okay.
Or what if your man goes to this bachelor party? meets the stripper. She's a licensed therapist and tells him there's so much things that he comes back to you and he's like, baby,
You know
I'm gonna treat you
what?
so much better now.
Thinking about it, I think it's actually a really bad idea.
He becomes even better.
It's a family therapy
Because
now.
the therapist gives him some
So now
good
we're
tips.
all going to the therapy room.
Now take
It's a
your
couples
kids and
therapy.
everyone. It's a family therapy.
We even have attached to the side a kids play place.
Yeah, you can take your kids
So in
there.
case you have
A
dad duties.
daycare.
Yeah,
Yeah,
daycare.
daycare basically. Not inside the strip club, like attached to it on the outside.
Right next
So you have a
door.
separate door.
They sell
Separate
Dino
door.
Nuggets and everything.
And
my
on top
God,
of that, you're
Dino Nuggets. You guys have really thought this
Yeah.
through.
Actually, literally right now I thought about it. It's probably not the best
Why?
idea because of this. Usually when men go to strip clubs,
They're
they
horny.
fall in love, right?
they?
That's red flag number one.
yeah.
And then
Thank you.
usually with therapists,
can't.
a lot of guys they start crushing on their therapist. So now imagine if their therapist is half naked, they're definitely
They're gonna
falling
be
in
like,
love.
oh my God, this woman listens to me. She gives me all the sexual fantasies I want. Yeah, no woman in their right mind is
I'ma
gonna be
leave
like,
my
yeah,
wife.
go. No, here's the thing. There's physically cheating and emotionally cheating. At that point, you're sending your man off to what?
Do both?
Emotionally cheat to do both. And like, no girl is gonna be like okay with that. It's like if you guys, I'm dating.
It's for
you know,
single men.
Or if you guys have a girlfriend, right?
Yeah.
And she's like, baby, we're having so many issues in our relationship. I am gonna go to the therapy room and it's gonna be a bunch of dick in my face while he's literally sitting there and listening to me and giving me all the emotional support you
Does she
won't.
come-
Are you gonna let
Does she
her
come
go?
back calm? Does she
comes
come back
back
better than
home.
ever?
Question. Look, she
Okay,
goes
but-
there, right? But what if the guy gives her so much good advice? As long as she ain't touching that wiener.
But
I'm
she
good.
has to
But
touch
you-
the wiener. It's a
All right,
transaction.
fine, whatever. It's the reaction.
The wiener's
as
not-
long,
you would
as long
send
as
your-
that wiener ain't going inside her mouth. You know
It's
what?
like this.
If she comes back and she treats me way better,
It's like this.
honey, go to the therapy room. Why not?
And so the wiener's just like this and her like by her face.
And he's
don't
like,
do
okay,
that.
yeah.
He knocks some sense into
they
me.
don't do that.
They don't.
You been to a
Wieners
male
don't.
strip
The
club
men's
or
strip
what?
clubs
They
don't
don't
do
just
that,
slap
Aaron.
their, they don't just slap vaginas in your forehead either, fucker. That's why you never been
Well,
to
that's
one.
a scam. If I'm going to a strip club, I want the vagina everywhere.
What strip clubs do that?
Wait a
Tell
minute.
me.
I don't know.
Yeah.
But I feel like there are strip clubs if you go to an all nude or like one that's not all nude. I don't know about men. I've never been to a male strip club, so I don't know what happens. You probably know. You know better than me.
You're defending a lot of it, so I think you kind of been to
A male strip? No, I've been to a female strip club.
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden.
All of a sudden, I'm getting
Oh, yeah. So,
Why you getting red?
so what do you think? We're going bankrupt or not?
Single men will go.
Single men will go.
No,
Okay.
but we can also say we have to put a warning sign on the front door, even inside the club.
You might fall in love.
Warning.
Don't fall in love.
Rhoda says, no, it's a reminder. These women
don't
do
love
not
you.
like you. They do not love you. They're just your therapist.
Hey, I can change her.
Please do not fall in love with these women
I'll
because they won't
change
like
her.
you back.
I could change.
I can change
They're
it.
just
It just-
doing their job.
It opens the door though, because what if she does fall in love? It's not a guarantee.
Okay,
That's
you
on
can't
her though,
control.
but she's just be professional.
Scrap up the whole therapy part. Just call it the therapy room with licensed therapist. That's still kind of hot. Ought to go.
That is hot.
Okay, yeah.
Nah, you need the tits in your face.
Exactly.
Okay, single men though.
Single
Single
men.
men.
Change
Okay.
change the business plan because no woman's gonna be like.
I don't
yeah,
think
go
it's a marriage
emotionally
counselor.
cheat.
She's not a marriage counselor. She's a you're
She's
broken.
a therapist.
She's
She's a
she's the
training.
that room is the place you go to after you break up with your girlfriend.
Okay.
Okay.
Where you
Okay.
talk
I'll
about your
accept
problems
it.
there.
I'll
You
accept
cry
not
to
that-
that stripper. She gives you advice.
I think the reason why
And a
women let their mans go to the strip club is because okay, there's no emotional thing going on. Y'all are literally adding the one part that every girl fears is like, okay, she actually fell in love with this girl emotionally and physically because we all know a guy's gonna be attracted, but the emotional part too, oof, that adds
I think
that
that's
extra
worse. Getting
layer.
attached emotionally is probably worse.
Is way worse. Okay, would you guys prefer that your girl cheat on you physically or emotionally?
Emotionally.
Like, okay,
Did
you
she
have a
suck
girl-
it?
you
Did
have
she
a girl-
suck it?
No, she didn't touch this person at all. But she's at work, her coworker, and they're like
her work
falling in
boyfriend?
love.
They're
Yeah,
falling
but they're
emotionally.
falling in love.
Emotionally.
Like emotionally.
I think
but they're
so.
not doing anything physically.
what women do
But-
anyway.
that hurt more because like now you're lying to me.
I think it's hard to come back.
Because now you're gonna now when you're alone in your room 7 months later, you're gonna think damn,
Everything
those
was a
I
lie.
love yous were a lie.
Everything was a lie.
Everything was a lie.
So you'd prefer that she physically cheated.
as long as she doesn't
No.
just
I don't know.
Emotionally.
That's tough. What the fuck?
I choose emotionally because that's what women do anyways. They always cheat on you emotionally first, and then they fuck them. You lose them emotionally first, and then they.
Hey, but that's facts though. You do
is
lose
facts.
women, I think,
Emotionally
emotionally
first, yeah.
Damn.
That's what I've always said.
That's why I cheat when
That's what I've always
I start
said.
doing
And
that.
guys, you lose
that's
them
why I've always said,
physically.
man. That's what we said. It's worse when a woman cheats because it's emotional first.
Yeah, it comes from the heart.
Yeah.
With us, it's like it's just the horniness. At
when guys cheat, it's a mistake.
It's a mistake. But when you guys do it, it's because you guys chose to.
When guys cheat,
because you guys didn't choose to cheat.
We chose off horniness. You chose off emotion. What's the difference?
We can't control it. Can't control it.
We can't control it. It's biological.
See, y'all.
You can control yours.
Listen, you can control yours. Ain't nobody forcing you to put that thing where it doesn't belong.
Because sometimes he has the bigger word than I have. Because he has more of the blood going through him than I do.
Facts. That's facts.
And if I'm hungry, oh fuck, like that's game over.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, hunger.
If I haven't
Wait,
ate,
this is a revelation. If you're hungry and you're lonely,
you get horny.
you get horny.
you get horny.
Damn.
Wow, I didn't know that.
We're just kidding,
I just get angry.
Yeah, we're just kidding.
by the way, guys.
Yeah, I'm kidding.
We joking. But you know who is not kidding?
The sad fact that we have to even say that because then they're gonna actually think we're.
Saul wasn't playing. He's a cheater.
I'm not a cheater.
We're just kidding.
We were just playing.
No, it's fine.
But you know who does?
No, I was
yeah.
actually
Oh,
being
go on.
serious. Though.
No, I was gonna say, I feel like girls though differ. Not all girls. Okay, I'm just gonna speak on me these days. I'm just gonna speak on me.
Yeah.
I would prefer that my man physically cheats and emotionally cheats. But I would not accept either.
keeper.
Exactly.
But I mean,
Oh, never mind.
But
I
you
know I would not accept either. He's like, oh yeah,
she's like mistakes happen.
No, I wouldn't accept either. But you know, what would hurt less, like, is if my man just
was in
some
love with
random,
another
just
girl.
some random, like one night stand still hurts, but less than if he's been like talking to this girl for like months and he's like, oh my god,
And he's talking to both of you and like you're getting flowers, all those fake flowers.
and she's getting the same one.
She's getting the other part of the bouquet. You only like, why do I only get
You know
6?
what? I want to get a girl's perspective because we've already had this convo and we've already agreed on what was worse. Because we had this before. We said what would be worse for your girl to cheat on you with, you know, like
Penetration
or blowjob. We said blowjob for sure.
It's worse if your girl cheats on you by giving
head.
a head.
Giving
Oh my god.
My bad.
Wait, actually though.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your reasoning behind that?
She got dick in her
It
mouth.
just
She got dick in her mouth,
seems
like-
more like
You think
I
that
guess
visually is
the
worse?
visually-
You kiss
that
her and
visually
she
is in my
talks to you. That's
picture.
what you see every day. I don't know. You just think about it.
I guess in
It takes more for you to do that than the first thing.
Yeah,
it's more
I feel like
motion.
girls rather, you know, like if like say they're having a one night stand, so they would actually rather get penetrated than actually take a dick in the mouth.
Because they don't got to really do anything when getting penetrated. When they're sucking dick, it's out of their own pleasure.
It's in their mouth and they're thinking what's in their mouth.
Dick part is in the woman's pleasure. It's the guy's pleasure. The fact that she's doing this for
She's trying to
another
please
man.
another man.
And then you know, penetration is for both. You know, so it's like
It's an equal
I
pleasure.
do see the reasoning behind that.
yeah.
It's like she's really doing this.
Yeah,
Yeah.
she really.
I mean, she's really
That's
doing
more
it either
emotional.
way.
That's
really doing it either way, but it's for
for
him.
a woman, would it be worse for a guy to treat you penetration or like if he like ate her out?
Oh my god.
Why not?
The question was not what I was thinking.
I know, me either.
I thought it was just your perspective.
No, I want a girl's perspective on their side.
Oh, what would I prefer to see? Oh my god.
What do you prefer?
No. What would hurt more? What would hurt more?
What do you prefer to walk into?
What's
Oh my
worse?
god, I feel like I'm
What's
gonna
worse?
cry just imagining it. I'm already getting emotional.
What's worse?
She's like, give me 1 second. I need to make a call.
From your woman's perspective, what's worse? To find out that he did it, penetrations wise,
Or the other way.
or he ate her out like a fucking ice cream sundae.
Oh my god. I
adding
want to make this
adjectives.
very clear. Both are
Yeah.
Both are
fucked
bad.
up in my mind,
Yes.
but
Yeah.
the one that would hurt me the most to see is probably him going down on her.
I think it's the same
Yeah,
logic, no?
See his little
logic.
butt up?
Providing pleasure.
I don't know because
See, I'm in that position you like?
Oh,
I
hell
don't know
no.
because like
Do we all have somebody in our mind that we're picturing? we all like that one person.
I think compared to girls, I feel like guys do like giving head, you know what I'm saying?
Wait,
It takes more work again.
Yeah.
It's just more work.
guys
Yeah,
prefer
but-
it more or girls prefer it more?
I think it depends on the dude.
It depends on the person.
Well, I think the girls love getting like getting oral, but like, I feel like compared to women giving oral to men,
Yeah.
It is
men
labor.
actually like giving it to women.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Kind of more like on this side than that side.
Yeah.
There's low key a little too much. We getting on the Patreon side.
Oh my bad.
I don't want to get
Damn.
demonetized.
Okay,
Yeah,
well you
yeah,
just
yeah.
bleep out all the
That's gonna be that
bleep out
clip.
all the dick and
that
vagina
reminded
and
me-
all that.
that
Yeah,
reminded me
bleep all
of
that. And even the okay.
Hey, we're back with a bang, baby. I don't give a fuck. We been gone.
That reminded me of a TikTok I saw, and I was like, damn, this shit's crazy. The guy said, if you give a girl flowers and she doesn't post it, it's because she's talking to someone else. What do you think about that?
I agree with that.
You agree?
You think so?
Can I get your
Yes.
perspective on something real quick?
I would agree.
Literally
with that.
from a personal experience.
Okay.
Fuck. So,
He's about to cry.
is it a red?
Get it, Yoda.
I'm about to
Get it,
cry
Yoda.
saying this is bullshit.
Oh,
Fuck
no.
you.
Get it, Yoda.
Is
Get
it-
it, Yoda. Get it, Yoda.
Let me ask my fucking question.
Get it, Yoda.
Let's zoom in.
Anyways,
Zoom into the tears.
Is it a red flag if, let's say, you're talking to a girl, right? You're going on dates and stuff like that.
Okay.
But like her two best friends know you, but they don't know that you guys are dating or you guys are like a thing.
And these are her
And
best
she's told you
friends.
like, don't mention anything to them.
Oh.
These
And
are,
she's like, doesn't want to hold your hand or kiss you in front of their two best friends.
You know the answer.
these are her best friends. Like, best.
That's worse than
Yeah.
the flower thing.
Yeah.
I think that's worse than the flower.
That's worse than the flower
She's
thing.
hiding.
What do you
you.
think? What do you
Yeah,
think?
that's hiding.
Yeah. I'm sorry.
Sorry, King.
Sorry,
Is that
King.
happening right now?
No, that happened before.
Keep your
Oh, it
head
happened
up.
You
before.
know exactly who.
Keep your head up, King.
I will say, because I mean, I don't know how her friendships are set up. Maybe she just genuinely doesn't trust them, or I don't know. I can't speak on that. But with my own best friends, and I'm sure like most girls' best friends, you tell them everything, dude. You tell them everything down to like if you're talking to like one guy and another guy, like who's hitting you up, like you pretty much discuss everything.
Yeah.
So
So they
for
gotta
me
know.
to keep something like that from like my friends, it's because like, yeah.
I don't even want to
Yeah.
say the words.
Maybe there's like someone else, or like maybe, I don't know. Maybe she's still trying to figure it out in her mind before she brings it up to them. I don't know. But
Also,
yeah.
actually, I'm me on your side, and let me be on your side real quick. This might give
Maybe
you some
she
hope.
likes you that much.
Have you guys ever noticed when you start telling someone about someone you're talking to, that relationship always doesn't go out the right way?
Sometimes being private is better.
Yeah, because I've noticed whenever I'm talking to someone and I'm like, oh, I'm gonna tell everyone about this girl, the relationship just goes downhill.
It adds pressure almost.
Think so, huh?
Yeah, it could be.
I think so. Maybe she's just not trying to add pressure. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
this-
I can't. I
this
don't
is
know.
already
her
done
It's
friends.
already
with
happened.
It's
So
already
you already know
happened.
the answer.
Yeah, you know.
We're
that's it.
friends now, you know, whatever.
Yeah,
But you know who?
Oh.
It was the same girl.
You know who does need
Oh.
answers though? You know who needs answers? Are people on Take the Mic.
I'm gonna write. I'm gonna write.
So we have a segment here on the show called Take the Mic, where we let our viewers send in anonymous confessions and just anything they want to get off their chest.
Let's go.
So sometimes we get some crazy shit. First one doesn't seem crazy, but warning, they do get crazy.
They be fucking Diaz.
They be fucking
yeah.
yeah.
Oh, tias?
Diaz.
Oh yeah, people be fucking their tias a lot in this
No.
It's weird.
No.
Well, not their own Diaz. Their
No,
Diaz.
not their own tias.
Oh my God. I was
It's
about
just
to be
funny
like,
to say
no.
tia.
shit.
Yeah,
Or
this-
they be smelling their girlfriend's mom's underwear.
yeah. We got in everything.
Their girlfriend's mom's underwear.
Yeah.
I'm like doing the math. I'm like, oh hell no. Okay.
So here's the first
All right,
one.
I.E. Y'all are on. Y'all
And
on
it's
some
not-
crazy.
This is
No,
a-
this is
yeah,
around the
We're
world.
around the world.
This is
We're
around the
global.
world.
We're
Yeah, I was about to say, okay, I.E. I see you.
Yeah, we're global. All right, first one. What's up, friends? I need some advice. I went to a party for New Year's and I met a girl there and managed to dance with her. She eventually gave me her socials right after. Well, fast forward an hour later and we kissed. You can say she was my New Year's kiss. The next day I had gone back home and she went back to the house that the party was held at, asking about me and my homie. Now we've been talking for a little bit since then. My question is, should I shoot my shot or just leave it alone and treat it just as a New Year's kiss?
Oh my God.
There's
Shoot your
something
shot.
there.
What do you
Shoot your
want?
shot.
Yeah, like what do you want? Do you just want a New Year's kiss or do you want?
She didn't have to be your
something
New
else?
Year's kiss. But
Hey, why is
chose
she asking
you.
about your homie though?
Yeah, maybe they were
About
friends.
me
She's
and
being
my
nice,
homie.
fool.
I
Relax.
know.
Being
Being
like,
toxic?
oh, maybe she was not trying to be as like, oh, where's
Where's Aaron?
yeah,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Like, why, you
where's
like Aaron or
you know,
what?
Where's
Yeah,
Aaron
yeah,
and
yeah.
Saul?
Yeah. But low key, she's focused in
About
on him.
the-
I say shoot your shot 100%.
Yeah.
Like if she's asking about you the next day, if y'all were vibing
Exactly.
and she gave you your socials, I think you have the
Yeah.
3 green
Yeah,
lights.
especially because she asked about you.
me some
That's
food.
what you
Take it
did.
slow.
And she didn't have to be your New Year's kiss, bro. She chose you.
Period.
She chose you, bro.
Let him know.
Yeah.
I didn't have one.
All right, let's see what this is. So this guy, you didn't have a New Year's kiss?
Nah.
I stared at you. I was like, I'm
Did you?
sorry.
It's okay.
I don't worry about things, bro.
Oh, you're right. I'm sorry.
What about you,
We'll talk
Saul?
about that later.
What about
I
you,
did.
Saul?
And I was with my family.
Nah, he kissed someone.
Nah,
He kissed 2 people too.
Who am I going to kiss? I don't want anybody in there. I don't want to kiss anybody there.
Oh, okay.
No, it's Tia.
Yes, I'm like, let me find out.
You're going to find me on this.
You gonna find
Take the
out.
mic.
Find out you're the one doing all those confessions.
So what does
no.
it mean if I kiss my tia for New Year's?
Submitted
I
at
wanna think
3
about
p.m.
that. Anywho. So this guy I'm talking to gave advice. My sister's son, who is 14 years old, saying to always have 2 girls in case one of them doesn't work out or gets mad. And then he told him in a serious way, and the guy doesn't know that I know that information, but I do bring it up to him or not. Do I bring it up to him or not? Because this guy has been talking to me about marriage and kids with me. Hey.
Oh my God, that's
I think
a
he's
good
just being
one.
cool. I think he's just trying to show up the risk for the kid.
it could be like a little facade for like, I used back in my day.
He's just being a dude.
Back when I was your age, I would have 2 girls at a time, man.
I think so.
He's just being a dude.
I
like
think
dudes say dumb shit on all the time.
When I was younger, my dad's friends would tell me, "Oh, ¿cuántos novias tienes?" Like just like that, you know. Just I think they're just joking around. But I mean, my dad's friends were all cheaters.
That part.
You're like tres, or like nomás tres.
They're trying to raise me.
Yeah,
and
they're all
like,
cheating
I know
and
yo
stuff.
busted ass and have fucking 4 girlfriends on me. Chill, bro. Chill.
I don't know.
So did she bring it up or what? I say.
What do you say?
I say yeah, but like in a lighthearted way. Maybe
How?
like the way it'd be like, listen, so my sister's son, or I don't know, you don't want to throw him under the bus either, but be like, hey, like, is it true that you feel like you should have 2 girls in case one of them doesn't work out or get mad?
Easy.
And see what
Some
he
passive
says.
aggressive type shit. Just like, what do you think?
Maybe, I don't know. That wouldn't sit well with me. If I was dating a guy and like he was like giving that type of advice to people, I'd be like, yes, they wake up.
But what if it's just what if it's like a Riz thing? Like he's just trying to like talk to the kid.
Like just bond with them?
Yeah, like just
and
bond
like
with
try
them.
to be cool?
Yeah.
But then you know how you said
mean,
earlier,
whatever.
kids are sponges. He's gonna grow up wanting to be a cheater.
Yeah.
I'd be like, don't give my nephew that advice. What you talking about? Honestly, I'm very direct like that.
What if
I'd be like, don't talk to him like that.
What if you brought it up like this, like, hey, so I saw this on TikTok. So what do you think about?
Everything I saw this on
A guy
TikTok.
having 2 girlfriends just in case one of them gets mad.
Like, what's your opinion on that?
It's like, the algorithm's so crazy, right? Like, it's so wild.
Must have heard you talking about it or something. That's toxic. That's toxic. I want to do all that. But maybe I'd bring it up. I don't know. It's a red flag, especially if you're thinking about marriage with this person.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
All right, let's see if this is a
You
red
gotta
flag.
talk about it.
Yeah.
Hey guys, Happy New Year's. Love the podcast. So, what are your guys' thoughts on your significant other having a roster before you got together?
Everyone had one.
I feel like this generation, they all have, everybody, right?
I had a basketball
think
team.
so.
Okay, so for a guy, what is a roster?
A roster?
Like, tell me
I'll
what
tell
it
you.
is.
I'll
Is
tell
it
you.
like a group of
Here, let
girls
me tell
that
you,
you
let
guys
me
can
tell
hit
you.
on that know are going to come through when you guys want? Is
let
that
me
what a
tell you.
roster is?
So
Yes.
do you watch
It's different
basketball?
for every person.
Do you watch
Yeah.
basketball?
Yes.
Okay.
But not like,
But you know that like there's
I know.
5 players on the team, right? So you
Okay.
gotta have your 5 main players, right? You gotta have
Five?
you gotta have the trusty point guard. You gotta have your 3-point shooter, the one that gets the rebounds, the one that's
drives.
up at 3 in the morning, the one that is the main shooter, so the one that drives to you. You also need the one that's just good there, the one with the team player, the one
you
that
can rely
understands, the
on.
one that you talk to. On top of that,
therapist.
Fuck.
You need your 6th man.
I'm gonna have a conversation like you. Yeah, sorry, it's on TikTok.
Like the therapist.
Anywho, and then
You
you
need
have
your
to
6th
have,
man.
and then you need your 6th man. Their 6th man is just that girl you text once a month.
What about
Just
the
to
rest
check
of the
in, like,
team?
hey, big head.
And that's a
checking in.
roster.
Happy New Year.
Okay, so
So that's
you guys
6.
are telling me when you guys get girlfriends, you guys drop all them and you guys don't keep in contact.
sell my team.
Or don't.
Yeah, I
you
sell
still
my
have your-
team.
you
I
still
sell my
have-
team.
If
You
she's
still
if
have
she-
your team?
No, I sell,
I
my team. I sell it.
Because my team is a roster, right? So I could trade them
Trade
for
them
friendships.
For what?
For-
For friendships.
for
my
friendships
ass.
of my friends. So like now they get like the roster, and now they're
Yeah.
more available for
Oh,
me.
so you just pass them on. Here's
Uh-huh.
my team. Take all of them. Like girls are like that. Like, okay, oh, it didn't work out with you. I'm gonna just jump with your homie.
Well,
Or girls
they
really
were
like
never
that.
gonna work out with me. They were just my team for the moment. I was a coach.
You're trying to
I'm
get
not
your
sticking
ring.
with that one team.
Okay,
I'm
so
moving.
what is it about the
Up
girls
until
on
I
your
get the ring.
roster? What is it about the girls on your roster that makes you not want to wife them up?
They're just the fact that I was able to put them on the roster.
And that is the tea, ladies. All right, that is. I need every girl listening to this right now. That is the tea. Y'all don't want to end up on a roster. Don't give them the power of being on the roster. Okay. Okay. I'm sorry. You just said everything y'all needed to
But
know.
once you start getting serious with someone,
Question.
the roster slowly stops.
Okay,
starts
so what do you
falling.
guys suggest to not get on this so-called roster? What, hold back?
Yeah, hold back.
I think one big one is like
back.
it's really like it's the woman's fault because like you see a man that like knows that you're not gonna hold him down, right? And he's gonna tell you straight up. Usually, if they have a good roster
I'm
and they're
so
a good coach,
sad.
they'll tell you like, hey, look, we're cool as friends, but that's it. Like I'm not looking for anything else. Got a relationship.
Okay.
And if they stick around,
roster.
point guard, shooting guard, center. Like, fuck,
Okay.
you really want the center. The center is that one you hit up only once a month. 'Cause
Okay, so
carries most of the
ladies,
week.
you are hearing it here first. You get that once in a month text.
course.
You are the 6th whatever you call it.
Sixth man.
You're the person that he said, not right now, baby. I'm not in the right place. It's not the right time. I'm about my money. You are the point guard. I'm sorry.
I have a question.
You are not the main. You're not the wifey.
No. So I'm a coach, right?
Coach Cesar, question.
Give me 1 second. Let me explain this.
Okay.
So I'm a coach. So I'm always gonna be looking for my ring, right? I'm always gonna be looking for my ring, and that's the one that the roster goes away with. I don't need the roster once I get my ring. And the roster goes away like that.
Question, Coach Cesar. Go ahead.
Yeah,
is this like
a pregame interview?
Is this the same franchise or is this different teams you're bouncing around to?
It depends on what ex-girlfriend. So every time you have an ex-girlfriend, you change the franchise and the team.
So this is not your first team.
So this wouldn't be my first team. No,
how many times have you been a coach?
I've been a coach.
Well, how many different teams?
A total of about 5 times. I've had a
Jesus, you've had 25 different players
plus the 6th man.
30 players.
But it's not like fucking every month.
Sir, how do you start? How do you start?
He's like, sign me in, coach.
I haven't had one team. Not one player.
You haven't made it to the draft.
You can start as a tennis player where you only have two people on the roster, and then go from there.
I guess I'm just playing golf. I guess I'm just bowling, bro.
Yeah,
you're bowling.
No, you can. The way to start.
Teams on
so this sounds very toxic.
Oh, you can? What's one sport you can't have teams in?
Golf.
Wrestling.
I'm been playing golf.
So important part about rosters is you have to be respectful. If the team knows that you're not gonna stick with them after you get once you are about to get that ring, then they respect the roster and they understand.
Do you ever get exhausted? Is it ever tiring? Because juggling.
I set the expectations. I'm not gonna text all of them all day. I'm not gonna. I'm not anymore. But I'm not gonna. Dang. I wasn't texting these women all day. It was more like a.
When it was convenient, according to their position.
When I had time, when they had time, it was more like having friends.
Oh my god!
I didn't fuck all my teammates.
The next time a man says I got friends. Okay, so let me ask you this: you get a new girl, you have your roster, and your girl says, "Hey, who are all these people? Unfollow them." Would you do
that roster's out of the way because that roster's gonna create negative challenges for me to acquire the ring.
You'd unfollow them.
There's no reason for me to keep that roster.
You get rid of the roster.
So you're loyal. You're a loyal man.
When I'm taken,
but during preseason,
talking to someone, once I'm talking to someone, the roster's gone. There's no need for the roster to be there.
Okay, so you break up with your main girl. Do you ever get sad for letting go of your past roster?
No,
do you ever mourn the death of your past?
Because coach so many teams.
No, because I have a good amount of training, so then I just usually set up
his talent scouts are fucking up there.
I set up a what is it called? The post game interview, which is usually an Instagram picture, and then the roster starts coming back in. And I have players for the draft,
Tinder.
and then Tinder begins. Tinder and Bumble begins the draft, and you start setting.
And here comes the fucking commissioner, and with the first round pick of the 2023 Caesar draft
is the big titties on the left,
Jasmine
from Tinder.
From Tinder. Yeah, you got your roster's
Tinder
also
University.
Your roster has to be made up of 2 or 3 dating apps, 2 or 3 girls from dating apps.
Jesus Christ!
2 or 3
regular. Just add another player while you're at it.
You got another player. You got another player for your roster.
You got a player trying to get a contract here.
If I was talking to Caesar, how could I grab his attention and hold it?
Oh my god!
So
here's someone trying to get a contract.
So someone here trying to get
signed.
So what you see here is when people are trying to get signed. Unfortunately, right now I'm not looking for any new players. But if I was interested in creating a new team, I would definitely say just be interesting and
get on Tinder
and have your own interest. No, I think men like women that have their own interests and have their own things that they like to do. You don't want to be that
So they stay busy. They don't need to depend on you.
Yeah, I hate that.
Hey, what are we doing today, babe? No, they have their own lives, their own career.
And if you hang out hang out once a week. People find that weird.
No. I think that's cool. You guys have your own lives. Yeah.
People find it weird. If you're talking to someone, it's oh, we only talk 2-3 times a day. What? I'm like, bro, I don't have time.
Yeah,
you don't
busy.
have time. That's
it better that way.
Yep.
You're literally 6 players away from having 2 full-on fucking soccer teams with their subs.
Sheesh.
That's very tiring. That is tiring, bro.
Tiring.
Because now you get different characters. I tend to have my roster with similar mentality, so they match each other.
I'm just saying you're just 6 players off.
What is it usually calm, not dramatic, not
laid back, chill.
Laid back.
Do their own thing. Very busy individuals.
Busy. Okay, busy.
High quality women are in my roster.
Okay, so what is a high quality woman to all of you guys?
You're a high quality woman.
What's a high quality woman to you?
Question.
I would just say independent. She's got her own thing going on and busy for sure.
Busy?
I can't have I've had girls who
hang around here all day. Hell
yeah, and text me all day. I literally cannot be texting all day.
No.
The only time I can text is at night when everything's done.
Do you feel like a high quality woman is also a woman that's a little bit more passive or a little bit more leader? You know what I mean?
Great question.
Because I know that's that's a thing going around online también is more masculine women versus more feminine women. I know right now women are being told, like, be more masculine. And I think a big reason why is because a lot of men are being told be less masculine. So women feel the need to step up a lot.
Not me. I like being like the leader and being the masculine dude.
Yeah.
It's like the old traditional in me.
Yeah.
I'm not I don't know. I gotta be the dude, the guy. Gotta be him.
The guy. Okay.
Yeah.
And how does a girl make you guys feel more like the guy? Like, I'm that man.
I think the girl doesn't have to make you feel anything. I think you feel it regardless.
Yeah, I think it's an inner thing.
I think if you don't feel it, then you're not him.
You don't think there's women out there that kind of demasculate their man?
I feel like if you're allowed that, then you're not a man.
There is. I think it's the guy.
I think men have to do that internal work.
Yeah. I feel like if you start feeling demasculated, this is on you. Like, if you're starting, she makes more money than me and this and that. And
it's like insecurities.
And it doesn't mean that you're less masculine than her. You know, maybe there's different situations. Maybe you couldn't go to school, or she had the opportunity to get like a really good job, and you're just working towards your goal.
Yeah,
that still makes you more that doesn't make you more masculine than her, but that makes you masculine.
Yeah.
Because she can still be masculine on her own, seeing like the energy, like she's strong, she's powerful, like she's like got her shit together. But I mean, at the end of the day, like, I'll open the jar, you know?
Yeah. Oh, I like that. Okay, cool.
Yeah, like
valid.
But if she wants to open it, like, it's cool too.
She can open the jar too.
Yeah, I like that.
Yeah. So what do you think makes a high quality man?
This is for me. Okay, I'm not speaking on other women because every girl is attracted to different things.
What makes a top G?
For me, it's like a very masculine man because I can tap a lot into my masculine energy because of the way I was raised, like with my dad and stuff like that. I like a guy that makes me feel like I can actually be in my own feminine energy. I don't have to be so like, worried about like all these different things that I know a man could do a very good job at handling. I could do it too, but I know a man could maybe be better equipped for certain things like safety or protection, or maybe calling the shots in certain situations. Yeah. That's somebody that makes me feel like safe, provided for, even though I'm providing for myself as well. But somebody that I know can come in and actually be like that leadership role one day when I start a family. That to me is like a high quality man. Sure. And of course, a man that's like loyal and can communicate. That's another thing. And that has like emotional intelligence. You don't want a guy that's like all over the place tampoco. You want somebody that's going to be stable. Yeah, because, like I said, the world's not going to be easy. And you want a man that's going to be like that father figure to come in and like lead your family and teach your kids about what it is to be strong and I don't know, survive, because this world's getting crazy out here, y'all. So it's I don't know. That's just for me. That's my preference.
That's great.
Yeah.
Like someone that would change a light bulb once it breaks, but you can change it yourself.
Yeah, like he knows I can change it. I know I can change it, but yeah, babe.
Like take care of it really. Like
yeah,
I get it.
You know what I mean? Yeah, I don't know.
Let's see. Next one. What's your take on guys that sleep with women who are in a relationship? The girl has a boyfriend and the guy she is sleeping with knows but doesn't care. P.S. Love your guys' videos. Been watching since day one.
Fucking douchebag karma's coming.
Yeah, I think that one's just dirty, bro.
Yeah, it's dirty, man.
A girl has a boyfriend and the guy's sleeping with. Yeah, you guys wouldn't do it?
No.
If a girl has a man
and she's trying to sleep with me,
and she's trying to sleep with you, you wouldn't do it?
I break a sort of code.
Even if
there's a guy code.
I'm just gonna play devil's advocate. Even if she's bad, and she's like,
If I know you have a boyfriend, it's not gonna feel right.
I love that. So many guys would not care.
Yeah, but if I don't know you have a boyfriend and then you tell me later,
it's fucked up because I feel like we all as guys we know how heartbreak feels, and you know that feeling of like because there's nights when we're like you're late at night and maybe some girl you're out is talking to or dating, you start thinking like fuck, like I don't know, it's just a lot of dark thoughts that come to your mind.
Yeah.
So you don't want to put another guy in that feeling.
Do you feel like guys get worse heartbreak or girls get worse?
I think guys get worse heartbreaks for sure because we suppress it and then it hits.
And also we have egos too.
Yeah, and we have egos.
Yeah, so you guys get single and then try getting on your dating apps and filling up your roster. But let's be real, and it's not going to fill the place of
the void.
It can fill the void for a little bit, maybe in your little bursts of whatever, like
it's
loneliness.
Fun. I mean, it's fun. Like it's fun, and you're not alone and stuff. But it is boring.
This is what I've noticed when it comes to like breakups. When a guy and a girl, when they break up, the girl, she usually feels it that week, and the guy he suppresses, he voids those emotions. Yep. And then so like he doesn't, that's why like women out there, that's why your ex hits you up like 3-4 months later Because then it finally hit them.
Because he realized there ain't nothing out here for me.
Exactly.
But women, we like eat that shit at first. We're like, oh my God, crying. Our girls are consoling us. Then we finally get on our workout tip and then we're feeling good. We're glowing. Then you guys are slowly deteriorating inside. And then finally it comes to a point where we're out and we feel good and ready to go. And you guys are like, baby, I want you back. And it's like, oh, hell no. I know you've been out here hoeing around for the past 3 months. No.
I know you got a roster.
And you got a roster.
Oh, hell no.
That shit hurts.
It hurts.
It hurts.
I don't know what it feels like to be cheated on.
Damn, I do.
So I don't know. I've never had an actual breakup. You understand that, right?
Okay.
So you never had your heart broken?
You
Not
had
necessarily.
your heart broken. You can't say that.
I can say that, but I can't say it was like, it wasn't just I stopped caring about you. Like, I don't want to be with you anymore. It was like, first one I put my own in that sticky situation was 19. That was my fault. But whatever, that's a whole different thing. And then the last one, it was like something, like I broke up with her, but then she like did me dirty. Like she crashed into my car type of shit. And so like I was like
on purpose.
You can't, so you can't really like I can't say like I felt like a heartbreak,
a
little bit of a story.
Holy moly!
Yeah,
wow.
so I can't say like I have felt like because like my friends going through like a breakup. I'm like, dude, I don't know what it feels like to really be sad.
I mean that's true. That's actually very true because like you could have felt sadness, but then you felt anger and confusion. I
felt confused. Yeah, it was confusing. It was like,
so it's just like that whole sadness probably just got
like taken like away really far.
Yeah.
And then like you try to get sad, and then you just like remember like what happened. Like fuck
you're like
that.
she crashed into my car.
Yeah, like fuck that.
Because there's difference. There's heartbreak and then there's like that one.
But I never had hate.
Getting cheated on and heartbreak together, bro. There's two things together, bro.
Yeah.
It's like it hurts, bro.
So the hardest thing, because you said because she crashed into your car, you kind of got over it a little bit quicker because it was like anger mixed in there.
It was like it was like confusion, not even anger. Because I let it go really fast. I was like, whatever. Do
you feel like the toughest thing for a guy to go through is seeing their girl happy after a breakup? Like, is that like an unbothered, or do you think like what's the hardest thing to see a girl do?
I've never
like,
seen that because I don't like.
Like if you see her with a bunch of guys, does that hurt you, or is that just kind of like, oh my God, okay, she was just for the streets?
Yeah, that doesn't hurt me at all. If I see her like out in the streets, I'm like, okay, good. Like that it makes me cringe. It gives me the ick.
But it makes me not like you. It makes me like be like, oh, she's ugly.
When I see her thriving.
Once you see her thriving in a classy way, you're just like, dang, like she was a dime. She was a dime. I missed out on that.
Like if I really fucked up with a girl and like that were to happen, then I'd feel like, damn, I really fucked up. But that still hasn't happened. So.
Yeah. Oh.
Well, I mean, whether it's my fault or the girl's fault, I would still want her to see her happy.
Listen.
Why? I'm just saying, like, okay, look, like
that was so cute.
like literally, like, why hate someone? Like I said, why hate
so
someone?
Hard to hate.
It's so much energy to hate. Why can't you just be like, all right, yes, I get it, you fucked up, but like, at the end of the day, you're still human. Yeah, we make mistakes and all, but like, honestly, like, I wish you the best. I mean, I know what you did was wrong. You did me dirty, but I'm not gonna sit here and wish for your downfall.
Yeah, exactly.
Because that affects you more than them.
Like when you feel that, like, so I never had hate, but then like when I like let it go, like 3 months later, I was like,
felt good.
It felt nice. Like I didn't feel like anger or resentment. I just felt like, damn, I really got done dirty, and I was like, oh, whatever, things happen.
Yeah,
crazy. It is what it is.
Time heals all. Anybody listening to this podcast, time, you might feel like your world's ending, but time literally heals all.
It's crazy.
It really
with breakups. Yeah.
Right, check this. We'll do 2 more. This one's cool. Hey, what's up, guys? Just want to say that I agree with Aaron with a lot of what he says. I got your back, homie. Don't let other people's views make you feel bad or how you see the world. I struggle with that also. Sometimes I feel like I'm the only person that think the way I think.
You're probably not.
Yeah, so shout out to Aaron, because Aaron's our most controversial. Yeah. He brings our controversies up in here. So a lot he gets the more attacks. Dang. So it's good to see that people.
Well, yeah, because if you stand for something, there's gonna be more people that are gonna either agree or disagree.
Aaron, what do you think about Dana White beating his wife?
Dick.
Okay, good. I was like,
you're good there.
All right. So, how do you feel about your girl Becky G getting engaged?
Oh, is that your girl?
Yeah, that's his girlfriend. That's his wife. That's
his.
I had a whole plot. I got like all her. I was trying to get all her friends on the podcast.
Yeah.
I got like.
was close to her.
I was close. I was very after Snow the product. I was very close.
Oh,
she was there.
You were right there.
Yeah, I felt.
But she's been with her mans for freaking ever.
Yeah, but like.
Who's trash?
I'm still better.
I'll meg him. Like,
we should have like a penalty kick shootout. Winner gets Becky G.
Yeah, dude.
Dang.
Is he a soccer player?
Yeah, he's a soccer player.
So who's your celeb crush? Who's number one? You could get anybody.
They want me?
Yeah, anybody.
Anybody.
Shit.
To wife up, not just for the night, like to wife up.
Oh, that's a hard one.
Like his is Becky G.
Oh, that's easy, bro.
Which one's yours?
Is her name Margaret Robbie?
Oh, Margot Robbie?
The girl from
that's a good one.
Wall Street. Yeah, I feel like she's the right amount of crazy.
Yeah.
And she'll be like, can we go get some hot dogs and shit, and like meet all her loud family? That'd be fun.
Yeah, but she's from like, she has a British accent, doesn't she? Isn't she from like England?
Yeah, she's from England.
Dang, yeah, she's fine.
From the top of my head right now, just because I have it right here, I would say that Salma Hayek.
Oh,
because I love that MILF energy.
Yeah.
Yeah. Are you into MILF?
He loves them. He loves them.
Yeah.
He'd be at the fucking.
What percentage of like men do you feel like MILFs?
All of them.
Yeah.
That's like, but not to date, like not to like long relationship.
Not longevity.
I'm gonna speak for myself and probably other dudes, but like we grew up on like Lisa Ann and shit like that. You know,
shout out to you, Lisa Ann.
Yeah.
So it's just like that's always been like, oh hell yeah, MILFs. But like dating wise, bring home to the family, I don't think I'll bring anybody like over like 10, 15 years.
Yeah, the whole MILF thing has to do, of course, you know, when you're growing up and you're watching porn as a teenager,
that's
and you have that MILF fantasy because a lot of the porn that was pushed was MILF.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
like, yeah, dude,
you can have
stuck with me. I guess.
But like, yeah, but it's like quick. You can't have a MILF in your roster. It's kind of hard.
Well, yeah, because they have like kids. And
Yeah.
Probably
Yeah,
a
like,
husband.
They don't got time for
Man,
that.
give me a starting 6 of MILFs, please. I don't give a fuck.
Man's gonna be going to like recitals for like high school and shit for her kids.
You gotta. That's why he's a soccer coach because he knows the single soccer moms.
There, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not even here for the kids. I'm in here for the moms.
I'm here for the moms. Go to PTA.
Hey, you need to start being a soccer coach for like the 13-year-old moms. That's when a lot of divorces start happening. 11 to 13. Be smart.
11 to 13.
He's done his
Right now
research.
right now you're like with women who are in the honeymoon phase where their husbands work all day and they take care of the
5,
family.
6, 7 years
nah,
old.
bro, go for it when the fucking marriage gets tough. Go for the jugular.
Go for the
11
jugular.
to 13, bro. I would be like Hitch. Have you guys ever seen that movie Hitch?
Hitch. No, I've heard of it. I don't know.
I'd be my own porn video. MILF cheats with husband on soccer coach or something.
Boy's hot soccer husband. I'm dead.
All right, we'll finish with this last one. This last take the Mac. Here we go.
Okay.
Oh my god, I saw that amount of money.
What's up, you guys? Been listening for a month and a half. Can't believe I didn't start sooner. But anyways, I want to share this. I was with my ex since 2011. Had a child with her in 2014. Anyways, we got married in 2019. We had our second child in 2020. She cheated on me with her work husband 2021. I filed for a divorce. If y'all want to know how much, it was $7,500. Anyways, I actually found my real soulmate. She loves my kids, treats them like her own. So my question is it okay to still have old pics of my ex with my kids in them?
Yes.
That's all I actually really do have. None of her and me together, just my kids and her. Let me know. I would love to know what y'all think. Keep up the great work.
Yeah, man.
Love. Appreciate you, King.
That's a really good question.
I think, yeah, if it has his kids in it, it's fine, honestly.
I think, yeah, it's probably something you should bring up, though. Because I know, like, some people can be like, oh, he misses the family because it's a family picture.
No,
but I know, like, if you just tell her, like, why you have it, is like, oh, because nice picture of my kids.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I say yes because, and I agree with you, like, kids before any of the other stuff. Your kids need to come first, and that's their mom. That's their biological mom. So you're throwing away a picture of like the woman that created your kids, and yes, she did you dirty, but it doesn't necessarily mean she's a bad mom to your kids. And those are memories you will never get back for history. Things didn't work out between y'all, but at the end of the day, that's their mom. I think in respect to his new girl, maybe just have a sit down discussion with her and be like, look, I'm not keeping this obviously for her. Keeping this because I love my kids and that is their mother. Let's create new memories, you and me. Let's set up a photo shoot or I don't know, whatever's going to make her feel more comfortable. But that's their kids. I think they should keep those memories.
Yeah.
Right? I don't know.
Because maybe that photo like sparked like a memory of something the kids did. Like, oh, before we took this picture, he put ice cream on his nose and it was the cutest thing. This is a cool like reminder of what happened that day too.
Yeah.
You know, so
and those are memories you'll never ever get back.
Yeah.
So that's a really good
Yeah,
question.
I still have a
though.
lot of pics that have me and my ex with our kids on it, bro. Because, like, I mean, those are just moments that you don't get back. And, like, you create them that moment. So,
Yeah.
I agree.
I also have them.
What, picture of your ex?
Yeah.
Like,
Ex with your
my
kids.
in it.
Oh, I was gonna say, have a whole album, bro. And I'm just
I'm dead. Picture frames.
I have a
in my house. Oh, that'd be crazy, huh?
I have a
Your
funny
mom almost
question. I have a funny question that I came up with the other day and see what you guys think about. It's like, what would you do if you're at your best friend's house and he starts getting in an argument with his cousins and his cousins start beating him up? Do you back up your best friend?
What the
Easy.
fuck?
The cousins are getting hands.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's make this simpler. One cousin, your best. No, two. Let's say two cousins.
Okay.
Two cousins are beating up your best friend.
Oh, two of my cousins.
No, two of his cousins.
Oh, two of his.
It's 2-on-2 now.
Are you backing up your
Two
best
of
friend?
his cousins, yeah.
2-on-2.
Or his cousins?
Yeah, hit two of his
Or
cousins.
Are you backing up your best friend, or do you just?
No, you gotta back them up. Bro.
I would back them up in a peaceful way, like get off each other, not like.
It
not
depends
throwing
why they're
hands.
fighting though. Like if they're fighting because like for like no reason, like maybe my friend owes them money or something, and then the guy just starts hitting him. I'm stalking someone.
Yeah.
Yeah, because that's my best friend. He has to understand
Shoot.
that I got his back, regardless of family. And I'll stalk his mom.
Yeah.
Dang, but what happens?
Kid, fuck it.
Fuck it.
Well,
Could get kicked.
What happens when they make up and all of a sudden you're still the bad guy?
Yeah,
right?
that fucking cousin's gonna be
You
scared
know?
of me forever. I'm that motherfucker
You're
at the
gonna mess
party.
with me.
His kids are gonna come up to me like, "You really beat up my dad?" And be like, "Yeah, tell him I'll do it again."
Yeah, there's a
Dang.
difference. If it was 1-on-1, I would just.
Yeah, if it's
separate it.
1-on-1,
I'm separating it.
Yeah, I'm separating it.
But
Yeah.
if it's 2-on-1, like y'all chose to jump, you motherfucker.
Because if it's gonna be cousin versus friends.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go like after you.
And cousins will always be there forever. So I don't know. I feel like
I saw
They will always be okay. So
That's
what
why-
about if it was your cousin versus your best childhood friend and they're fighting?
That's
Your blood cousin and your best
I
childhood
don't
friend.
think
Fighting.
I don't take things that like to heart. I don't think it's that personal. I think
No, they
it's-
were like going at it.
Oh
like,
no, I get it. Like you could chop off his ear and shit. Like
you won't like get involved. I'll separate.
I'll separate it, but I'm not gonna hate that one or that one.
Yeah,
There's no
yeah.
reason.
That's
You both
between them.
you both duked it out.
Yeah. I'm gonna separate it, but that's between them two.
That's between them two. They don't like each other, and that's on them.
Yeah.
I guess it's different for girls. We don't really be that violent like that. Well,
Well,
some girls,
I think
but-
girls be hating girls regardless of cousins or friends. So
girls, the way that girls
they,
tear,
they
yeah.
just be hating on everyone.
The girls tear each other down is different from men. Girls are more like malicious in their words and like defamation of character and gossip.
You guys
and they'll gossip forever.
That's how women
you
for the
guys
most part.
plot.
Yeah.
And they'll
Yeah, yeah.
And
Women plot. We're a little bit more like.
And the thing is, like, and the thing is, 20, 30 years later, that cousin and those cousins won't be talking shit about you. But 20, 30 years later, those women that you got into an altercation will still keep talking shit about you because they already don't like you from that first thing.
Yeah.
It'll end fast.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's different with women. Men are like, duke it out and get over it. Women are a little bit more like,
Let me
did
tell
you
you
hear
the
whole
this? Did you
grudges.
say
Bro, imagine
that?
being a man like, "Me caes bien ese güey, no lo traigas."
Yeah.
For what reason do you not like him? Fool be staring at me funny, bro.
Gives me a bad vibe.
Yeah, he stares at me funny. Like,
Yeah.
I guess I got that type of thing, like the whole like, well, women will hate each other more than guys at an early age. When I was in middle school, all the guys friends, never any fight. There was barely maybe some fights, but all homies, friends. Like, hey man, and anytime there was
There
altercations,
wasn't
like,
bullying.
huh?
There wasn't any bullying going on.
Everyone would just roast each other.
Yeah.
So
Okay,
it was considered
okay.
bullying.
So it was like good vibes.
And if
It
there
was
was
good
altercation,
vibes.
they'll just set it up, be like, "Hey, bro, I heard this and that." I'm like, okay, you know, like my bad. Whatever. It was like that. The girls wanted like, "Oh, she called you a bitch." Fight fucking after school.
Yeah.
I saw way more girl fights on a middle school than I saw guy
really
fights.
physical.
Really?
Physical
Actually, I think
punch,
so too. Yeah, I think
I
so
saw
too.
a bunch of hair pulling and
Yeah.
punches in middle school, way
Really?
with girls more than
Yeah.
guys. Yeah. It's like that one scene in Jersey Shore where like the guys in the car just quiet as fuck, no one's talking, and the girls in the car like yelling at each other and shit.
Yeah.
It's that meme.
No, yeah, I've
That's
seen a
really
lot
how
of
I
girls
felt.
fight. I've seen maybe I don't know. My friends, I don't think have fought like that. I've actually never been in like a physical fight,
Yeah.
but like verbally, I'll go in on someone. But I've never been like I've never punched a girl. I don't think.
She just destroyed her from the fucking inside out.
Yeah, yeah.
As she's cooking
Just
food.
come for you.
Well, I feel like even with girls, I mean, maybe it's less physical and it's more just yelling and just like talking shit to each other.
Yeah,
too,
and then,
'cause they-
yeah.
That's why you're a bad
And
mother.
then it ends
No,
with
they will
like,
get
"That's why I
physical,
fucked your man."
That's why.
Okay,
can't-
yeah,
That's why your
yeah.
kids don't like you,
But-
bitch.
But I feel like more. I feel like
be a
between
mean
each other. I feel like women will get into more arguments than guys. But then if the guys do have arguments, if they ever do, it will be more of like a physical fight.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you girls will argue, but it'll be probably less violent. But it can tend to happen to that. But it's more like just yelling and talking shit to each other.
Yeah, yeah. It's
Yeah.
more verbal.
Yeah,
I feel like more
and
verbal.
I'm saying, but there's still more arguments than guy fights, if anything.
Yeah, yeah.
But guys will get physical very quickly. Like
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just it's all ego.
I just
It
see
just
red, bro. I just
depends.
see
Ego.
Guy calls you a
red.
bitch, you're gonna be like, oh well, I'll show you I'm not a bitch.
I think
What's
the
up?
number one thing that'll cause men to
I
get
think-
angry or fight is disrespect,
If
right?
you insecure,
That's
also.
like disrespect.
Disrespect.
But that's like the number one thing that'll get you going.
Disrespect
Right?
in front of your girl.
Disrespect in front of your
It has to
girl.
be, yeah. It has to be
I'm cool.
extremely
Like, if you
disrespectful.
disrespect me like in front of my homies, I'm like, man, fuck you, whatever. But if you disrespect me in front of my girl, then I'm gonna feel like a bitch.
So what is it about? Is
It's
it about
ego.
like you have?
It's an
yeah,
ego.
It's an ego
thing.
ego
It's
thing.
different
Yeah.
for me. Disrespect me all you want. Disrespect my friends or my girl.
Oh.
I'm whipping it out.
I feel like I wouldn't gonna fight someone disrespecting me in front of my girl. If they disrespected her, then that's a whole different thing.
Yeah.
Me myself, I can control every emotion.
I just
I'd be
But
like,
then your girl's gonna be like, "Wow, you really gonna let him call you a bitch?"
then that's her fault for thinking
It's
that
crazy.
way. Okay, I'm gonna go to jail.
I'm gonna look at her like, what, you think I'm a bitch then or what?
Here's
What?
the thing.
What?
Here's the thing. Here's the
What's
thing. People
Now
don't.
you want to fight or what?
People don't realize how far
You
you can end
gaslight
up
her
in
too.
a
Yeah, I
fight.
guess like her.
So
like,
you don't confront
no,
the guy.
just fuck that shit. Why would my girlfriend want me to fight? It's like,
Yeah, why would like if it was extremely disrespectful?
It's 'cause she
Yes,
knows
it
you
just
can't fight.
depends on some reason.
Oh, yeah.
and then she
the
goes,
reason.
oh, so you can't throw.
Like for example, okay, think about this. Think about this. I was at a club, bro, and I told this guy, "Excuse me," and I tapped him.
Yeah.
This man was like, "Hey, bro, don't touch me," and I was like, "All right, my bad, bro. I'm just trying to get through." He's like, "All right, but don't touch me." I was like, "All right, excuse me." He's like, "Nah, bro, you want to go?" I looked at him. I was like, "No, bro, I don't want to fucking go." And I turned around and I just went the other way.
Yeah.
Like that's not.
Yeah. Well, that's like little.
That's like
That's
for-
you having emotional intelligence.
I'm like,
like
what
this
am I?
is the dumbest thing
I'm
I've
like,
ever
first
heard.
of all, we're both gonna get kicked out. Like, now what are we gonna do out together? Go get some fucking tacos or like a hot dog from LA? Like, bro,
Yeah.
just be smarter.
But that's attractive in a man is knowing when and where.
Yeah,
right?
like,
having that emotional intelligence. Okay, babe, like this is not. It's fine. Don't ruin everybody's night. If you guys fight, everybody's gonna get kicked out.
Yeah, literally.
You have to know when and
like
where.
someone drops
But-
your drink. Like it's like
Yeah, but
whatever.
but then it's also very attractive when a man knows, okay, I'm gonna defend my girl. Like you don't want a guy to just be like, no, babe, just like he
Oh, yeah.
disrespected you, walk away. I'll be like,
No. Like if he's like starts going
I'm
up to my girl like multiple times after you've been like, hey, nah, like all right, like bro, like I already told you no twice.
Yeah.
Like,
No,
she,
I-
like that's it. Like I remember that happened once, but you guys got mad after the first time. I was like, dude, that like some guy went up to my ex-girlfriend. I was like, hey, whatever.
Yeah.
And I was like, I literally was like, hey, bro, nah, like that's it.
I felt more distracted than he did.
Yeah.
Because I told the guy and he was like, all right, and then that's it. And then
But
you
you
guys,
tried to do it again when you went to the bathroom. That's
Oh,
why I got
I didn't
heated.
see that.
That's why I
I saw
plotted.
that.
I
And that's why
plotted
the
on
whole
this dude.
time I just looked at. I was
I thought
literally
that was the
staring
first
at
time
him
he
right
did
in his
it.
face. He was right there, and I was like this.
oh hell no, I'd be
Until he
scared.
felt uncomfortable, he was like, I'm gonna get the fuck out.
And then
of
he
here.
went to the bar, and then he was met with me. He was like, "Hey," and then we were just talking about it. But that dude pissed me the fuck off.
yeah, everyone was mad about me.
Fuck that
Oh,
shit.
I didn't see it
dude.
the second time.
Yeah.
No, what I hate is when the girls start barking when it's between guys.
Oh yeah, don't do that.
Don't do that.
What? Okay,
Ladies, do
jumping
not
in
do
between
that.
a fight.
Like
No, like
fighting,
barking,
fighting
Jump in
against the
between
guy.
a fight too. Don't ever do that.
Yeah, no, that's one. Yeah, don't ever jump into a fight.
But like
with dudes.
instigating a
I
guy.
actually-
But instigating, like, don't talk for your man. Don't like,
you
dude.
get.
That's how so many dudes have gotten jumped.
Yeah.
For like from the girl saying shit, he's like, nah, like babe, chill. Cause like if your man's by yourself with you and there's fucking 3 dudes, why?
Like that night when
why
Hans
do you
got
want him to fight?
should
Your
know
man's
when.
not Superman.
like that night.
Your man's not Batman.
That night with Hans when we were all like when like those
Dude,
that girl was trying to pick a
that's when
fight.
These girls are so lucky that we're not dicks. We're
It was like
literally, we're
11 or 12 of
calm.
us.
It was 12. It was like
okay,
10
I
of
know
us,
what you're
all dudes. We're walking by this group. We had like 2 guys and like 7 girls. We're just walking by, and one of them just pushes our friend. Don't know
One
why.
of the girls?
One of the girls.
Because they're
And
walking past her.
And they start yapping. They start talking shit to him. And then we look back and we're like, what the fuck? And we start crowding this group. And then the 2 dudes were like,
They're
oh,
like-
no, like, it's cool, it's cool.
Because they know, yeah.
And it was like they
know
looked
the right
back
way.
and we looked forward. We were like around them. Everyone was just around
Yeah, it's
them.
in a
We're
good
like,
Do you know what it is? First off, like this girl knows, okay, he can't hit me legally,
Yeah.
so I can get away with this. And then
I know
second
a couple
off,
cops out there.
you know what I'm dead. But that's why girls like that feel empowered to do that. Or like a girl that's with her man and she's like yapping away like at this other guy trying to invoke this. She knows at the end of the day he can't hit her, so she's looking at her man like, okay, this is my person that's gonna have to deal with this. So that's why you said like don't do it. You're just putting your man in that situation.
danger,
You're
yeah.
not gonna have to deal with the consequences. If he punches you, he's going to jail because you're protected under the law in that way. But your man isn't, so he's gonna have to step up as a man. Just don't do it.
Honestly, like if you yapped a lot and he socked you once, we'll get you a steak.
Oh, God.
Put on your eye.
What?
I'm like,
Get you a steak.
and on the drive home, be
get
like,
you a
so what
steak.
did we learn today?
Oh my god.
No, I'm just
Yeah,
playing.
You can't.
But no, I
Also,
feel like if I would never date someone like that in my life.
You really
Yeah.
don't know.
If she started like I'd be like
It's a turn off.
like
Too
for
loud.
what? It's like me yapping at a girl for no reason or another guy for no reason. It's like
it's like dating a guy that's really peleonero. He's just
Yeah,
like
yeah.
a sick
Oh,
he
one all
talks
the
shit.
time.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah, do that.
Oh, you
That's
touched me a little bit.
Yeah,
like,
like,
that would be
bro,
so
relax.
unattractive.
dude that does not want to go out with no one wants to go out
no one
with
wants
that
to
guy.
go with him. Yeah,
No one wants to
Because
go
he's
out with that
gonna
guy.
get us kicked out. Or he's
exactly.
always
So
gonna
I would
start
even date
someone.
someone that's like that.
Okay, I get it. So
Yeah.
for females, it's like, dude, just
And also, like, they need to know, females need to know, you don't know who the fuck your boyfriend's gonna end up fighting.
Yeah.
This dude can literally be a trained fucking fight for all you know. What part doesn't look like it, but this guy literally knows his fucking shit.
Has a shank,
has a knife, has a pocket knife,
has a gun in his fucking car.
Has a gun in his car, and then after the fight's done, let's say you win. Somehow you win. But he's fucking pissed because he lost. Here he goes to his fucking car. You guys are in the same parking lot. He sees you,
in the porch.
blah, blah, and this guy's on full red. It's like, you never know. You just never know.
Yeah.
That's the what do you call it? Oh, I forgot the word. Son of a bitch. I wish I was a scholar.
I feel you.
What word? What are you trying to say?
That's the mystery of fighting.
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
What?
That's the way the cookie crumbles.
That's the way the cookie crumbles, as Jim Carrey once said it. But like, yeah, I mean, of course, in the moment, as a guy, you're gonna do it, you're gonna fight, fuck it. But at the end, you're like, fuck, this guy might be a crazy motherfucker.
Yeah.
He might have a gun in his car. I don't know.
Might have a knife.
You never know. Knife's hard out with him right now, but it could be in his car. You never know.
He could be around like 20 other homies that are with them.
That wasn't there at the moment.
Yeah.
And he tells the homies, hey, you know, this happened, and then here comes fucking.
That actually happened with my homie. His friend, he started yapping inside a club. They got pissed off at him. They're driving off later, and they shot up to his car. He got shot in the leg.
No sheesh.
See, you just never know.
Yeah,
Dude,
bro. And they're drunk. They're drunk.
And you add in liquor in there. I had dated a guy that like he was more on the like protector, like violent, not violent. I don't want to say violent, but he would fight if he had to. And I remember one time, like when we were in Mexico, he got into a fight outside Mexico. Okay, this is
Jesus.
even worse because you're adding like that extra crazy, you know, whatever type
you don't know
of
who
stuff.
they are.
You really don't know who they are. You don't know who they know. And it's a small
are.
town and you really don't know. So he got in a fight and then I, from the sideline, was like yelling. I was like, hey, like, don't fight him. Like, you never know or whatever. And then I tried like running in there to like get him up. First off, 2 grown ass 6 foot, like 3 guys going at it. Bad idea. I learned my lesson there. There and then, ladies, like, just don't do it. Just at that point, you just have to like stand back and hope that they're just gonna relax. Because if you jump in the middle of that, I could have gotten like seriously
someone's
hurt.
gonna swing
not
and you're
because
gonna
they
get
meant
hit.
to, not because they well, maybe the other guy, but not my man. But if something happens, then he's responsible for me too, and it's just adding fuel to the fire, honestly.
And then if your man loses on the way home, now he's gonna get mad at you for getting in the way.
Yeah,
and it was your fault.
He was winning and you tripped over your shoe.
You got jumped away and I lost.
Shit.
Yeah.
She's like, babe, you're on the ground already unconscious. I still lost because of you.
Yeah. Oof.
I got one last topic before we wrap up. We were talking about earlier. It's so crazy. The country of Tuvalu, they're going digital because global warming is taking over their land. So Tuvalu is, I think it's actually let me bring it up so you guys can see.
Tuvalu.
Yeah, it's and it's so sad. You know who Yes Theory is?
Who?
Yes Theory, the YouTube channel Yes Theory.
Yes. Oh, Yes Theory.
Yeah,
I do.
They're amazing. They did a video
Yeah, I
on
do.
Tuvalu.
You know Yes Theory. Yeah.
And it's crazy. I was like, oh shit, that's the video. That's the place from Yes Theory.
Wait, is this the most isolated island like in the world?
Yeah,
and then they
yeah.
go there and like they had like the best time and everybody was so accepting
Yeah,
and
and
loving
like
of
you
them.
can see the ocean from both sides. Yeah,
Both
that
sides.
place.
What?
Yes, it's
Yeah.
like
Like,
one
turn around?
skinny long island.
Yeah, literally. Yeah, that one.
Okay.
So this is what it looks like
Yeah.
Oh, I've heard of that.
right here. So it's basically this.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's just
the whole
Like a
island.
landing strip.
yeah. Oh, here this is a better. So this is Tuvalu.
Yeah.
So they're like they have their own
That's cool.
culture. They have their own culture and everything,
Yeah.
right? But it's slowly they're losing everything because of global warming and rising ocean, all that stuff.
Yeah.
So they're gonna go digital. They're gonna go into the metaverse. So what I'm thinking is the way they're doing that is they're just gonna upload and kind of remake their country in the metaverse. And of course, they won't be able to live here. They'll probably be living in another continent. But all their culture and everything will be saved in the metaverse.
That's sick.
Is that cool? It's
Okay.
It's cool.
I see.
I feel like
So you can go and like experience your culture and stuff like that, but it won't be lost because it'll be underwater.
yeah.
That's so you'll be able to see like if there's caves or whatever. Like
You'll be able to
do all that
explore
stuff.
it before
you can
it's
explore.
underwater.
Yeah, you can explore.
oh,
before it's
that's
underwater.
cool. Okay. I thought you were gonna like. I thought okay, yeah, you don't have to live there technically, but
yeah.
you can go and revisit like your old house.
Yeah.
Oh, that's nice. Revisit like
Preserve
go
the
inside.
culture.
Yeah.
Preserve the culture.
I'm thinking like whole like whatever. Maybe there's like scriptures or things inside like
Yeah.
you know
Hieroglyphics.
That's the word I was looking
That's
for.
the thing. That's the part they will lose is like that physical, like all that physical stuff.
When
Look
do
at
they think this is gonna happen?
Should be soon. I don't know how soon.
Oh wow! Look, he's literally doing a stand in the sea to film climate change. Oh wow! It's like going under what relatively quickly, or
Yeah, I forgot what his.
I feel like one big massive wave over that can like already like right. All it takes would just be one big wave.
One gnarly wave. gnarly.
I remember seeing a video of this. It's like a couple miles. It's like not even that much long, and there's no cars there at all. It's just all like bikes.
That's cool.
That's sick. They're probably so fit and so happy.
They're saying in the next 100 years could make Tuvalu inhabitable.
Aren't they saying that about like California too?
Yeah, in the
and like parts of New York.
Yeah, I mean, I guess you're right.
That you could be underwater. Could you imagine?
Just to scare you, bro. It's all this is just to scare people.
But that's like but that's like the history of our world, though. You know, like
It goes underwater.
Pangea, how our the way that
it's always
like,
changing.
It's constantly changing. There was whole continents that are now like small islands off of Asia that used to be complete. Like there's actually like there's artifacts being found and like actual like structures being found under the water that they're just now discovering.
And that's why they're talking about like if there was a very smart civilization before us, and like it just completely got like removed.
Yeah.
Did you?
And it's underwater.
Dude, did you hear?
No, something a lot better. So the people that build the pyramids, they just got really. They were like geniuses, and they left.
Yeah.
And everything else that they were here for, maybe something like that happened, and it went underwater because they go from like excavating like these tombs, and then they go down. And it's like these dates do not correlate. They're like 20 to 30,000 years
like
apart.
what they say how smart humans could be back then doesn't correlate to like when these things were like the way that it was built is like damn near impossible with the type of technology that they say should have been in that there, right?
Were you watching?
Insane.
Yeah.
Watching the same documentary.
We're watching the same documentary.
Are we?
No, with the journalist. I forgot his name.
The journalist.
He's not even. Yeah, it's crazy
Dude,
good.
It's so good. Okay, there's like a pyramid that is like so high tech that there's actually chambers within the mountain.
And it goes in. Yeah.
Oh shit.
Chambers that they still haven't been able to even access, but they have like this technology that can actually like map out what's inside the mountain.
It's like echolocation.
Yeah, and they're legit chambers. Yes, it's legit chambers, and a lot of archaeologists are kind of saying that this is not right, this is not factual. Well, a lot of archaeologists don't want to rewrite a lot of the history that they've written, but guess what? You're going to be proven and misproven a lot of times before you get it right. By a journalist. It's crazy. You guys should look
it's really good. I forget the name of it.
The guy was on Joe Rogan actually too.
Yeah. It's really good. It's like really interesting. It makes you like
sick as fuck. Yeah.
Sick. Yeah, and then they were talking about how like in the Bible or in different types of religions in the past, they all speak of a big flood, right? So that's what the flood that they're talking about with this continent. There was a massive flood. Why is there like completely different religions and cultures have the same recount, different in different ways, but there's always the same narrative of a big flood coming in? And why is it that there's ancient civilizations under the place where a lot of like I don't know,
and like years different, I mean? Like the years difference, not even like 300, 500, like thousands and thousands of years that like are different from BC to like way before that.
Yeah.
Wow.
It'd be cool to see like a 4D representation.
So that's what the show
what
shows.
The Earth is gonna look like in 1,000 years.
I guess we will never know, considering like how humans act. There could be natural disaster. Like you never freaking know.
Evolution. The way that people are adapting.
That'd be cool. Like
Technology
scientists can make like
metaverse,
like, the simulation and shit. Like this shows you what the Earth's gonna look like in 1,000 years.
And they did that with humans.
That's what I'm saying. That'd be cool if they do that with
like
the Earth.
This, right?
I would never.
What if everything does change?
Hell no.
What if the U.S. does cut in half? Or like Canada cuts off of the US or like whatever, like that'd be crazy how like all the countries are all now located.
Yeah, for sure the polars are going to shift for sure, because I'm saying like places where it used to not be cold, now it's cold, and places that are hot are now hot. It's like it's shifting.
Cali is New York is Cali.
And you know what they like predict? We're just like literally looking at each other. They're saying that humans are gonna like evolve to looking like this, like hunchback with their like freaking hands here, because we're so used to being on our phones. Gross. That's fucked up.
We already started the evolution. Just look at your pinky. There's like a little dent because of your phone.
Because we carry it like this, huh?
Yeah, because your phone lies on your pinky.
And we're like this all the time.
Yeah.
Dude, our kids are going to be like this.
Oh, shit.
I'm going to smack that fool in the back.
I mean, like, hey, sit up.
My dad used to smack me. I don't know.
Really?
Sit up.
Scary.
Oh my God, what a crazy time. And thinking about like how people are gonna live in the metaverse, like don't you think that maybe this is a whole like simulation right now? Like somebody's watching us right now?
The metaverse is 2.0. Shit. I always thought it was like a giant stream. I don't know why.
A giant stream.
Yeah, and then when
it's
gonna
yeah.
All I know is if I'm someone's sim character, what are you doing?
Give me some.
Hey,
do something.
Hey, bro, the guy's busy.
Give me some.
Man's just running into a fire. Man's just running and on fire. He's running into the same corner.
Yeah. Oh man, yeah, metaverse
my
gonna be
God.
crazy. I can't wait to do a podcast in the metaverse. That's
That'd
one of
be
the goals.
sick.
Dude,
Yeah, that'd
I want
be
to be
so
so
dope.
sick. We'll have a cool studio and everything.
People can come in here and shit. Like,
Yeah.
Oh, like hang in here
Yeah,
with you,
sit
sit
right
down.
here. That'd be dope.
That's
That'd
gonna be
sick.
crazy.
I'd be fucking around with
I want
someone.
Kika right here.
Kika's gonna sit right here. It's one of our homies.
I'm gonna have some random NPCs coming. I'm just doing fucking wrestling moves on them and shit while we're talking.
You're gonna have the therapy room in the metaverse.
Oh yes.
100. How about that? How about what if your husband in 10, 30 years he goes to the strip
Therapy
club
room.
in the metaverse?
Therapy room in the metaverse.
Dude, but low-key, isn't there already like
Oh yeah, there is some
porn
weird shit.
stuff
Yeah.
that you could do? That's already happening.
I'm still trying to buy my Quest. I don't know about that
I have
stuff
a friend
yet.
I have a friend that has a friend that is already doing all that stuff in the metaverse.
And they make a lot of money on.
I'm assuming.
It's crazy.
I
Have you
mean, would I
stepped
want my
ahead?
man to? No, I wouldn't, because porn, like the effects of porn on the brain are really bad.
Yeah.
The effects of porn on men's lives are really bad. It's very addicting. People, I think it was kind of given to us as this is educational. I think to a certain extent it's educational, but then it just becomes addicting, and then it sets unrealistic expectations for what it could be like one day when you guys get married and actually have like long-term wives.
Yeah.
I don't think porn is that beneficial, and actually researchers say that it does worse for your brain than like a lot of hardcore drugs.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
So you have to be really careful with how much
Damn.
you consume that, because it's not ultimate, and it's getting more hardcore and more hardcore.
Because you're looking for that
And-
dopamine.
yeah, and it's a lot of it's acting. You ask a lot of porn stars if they're actually enjoying it. Some yes, because some love it, but a lot of them are just like, dude, I was straight up acting. That shit was painful, or that shit was humiliating. So I don't know. I
We
don't
should
know how I
have
feel
a porn
about
star
porn.
here. We should have a porn star here.
We
You
should.
guys
That's my
should
goal.
interview a porn star or an ex-porn
we don't
star.
know any porn stars.
Or an
If you guys know
ex-porn
any
star.
porn stars, let us know.
But like a
If
sick
you're a
one, like
porn
she's
star,
verified and shit.
please,
A sick ass porn
Like I
star.
had seen you at some point.
Yeah.
Please,
Damn,
Lisa.
like that.
Like that.
Do you feel like you could talk to her the same
Would
way?
you get nervous?
Riley Reid
Reid,
sitting here.
imagine.
Lisa Ann.
What would you do? Just be picturing? Would you actually like listen to her? Would you be picturing?
I would think back up to like when I was like a little like when I was like a 14-year-old little perv, and I just like just reminisce. I just look back at this video and it just
Porn stars
I would
are
ask for like footage just from that clip.
They're like superheroes.
Yeah, porn
They're
stars?
superheroes. They got me through my saddest of sads.
They get you
Yeah.
whenever you're at your worst.
Yeah.
They're there for you.
I think
When
it's
you don't
like-
have a roster.
yeah,
when you don't have
us.
yeah, I think as
And they save you a lot of money.
yeah,
You know.
Yeah.
they save you time. They save you regret.
They save you regret.
The drive
They're
back after like a
superheroes.
post nut clarity and you regretted it.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
They're superheroes.
Oh yeah.
Makes you cry.
Post nut clarity is real.
Post nut
Huh?
clarity is
That's
so
a real
real.
thing.
But you know that's real for women too.
Really?
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh shit, I didn't know that.
So like they could be like, damn, I just made a fucking mistake.
Probably not intense as your guys's.
No, it's
but
just-
yeah, I mean, yeah, when girls do the walk of shame, that's probably not. They're probably not like, yippee, I'm on a high. You know what I mean?
I got you.
Yeah, like I mean, I think it's real for all humans.
Hmm.
That's why you know, doing it with someone you actually love. I don't mean to sound corny. That's like the most powerful thing of
Yeah.
like you can have a billion hoes, but like that one good
That's the
girl
one.
or that one guy. Actually, somebody had said this. You could be famous and screwing a bunch of like girls and porn stars, but it'll never be as satisfying as like a fat man making love to like his wife or like vice versa. Like, because you're actually getting
beautiful.
love. You're
That's
actually getting
beautiful.
love. Or like,
Yeah.
you know, a man to his like wife. It doesn't matter. Like, you're going
I
to feel
agree
that
with
love
that.
so much more. Right?
I agree with
That's
that. It's
it.
not the same as a roster.
Not the
Once-
same.
No, the
it's not.
roster could never compare.
roster-
to
The roster- the
love
roster's
of a
work.
They don't
woman.
got the passion.
The
They're
rosters
just-
work.
Yeah.
This is
Yeah.
home.
Yeah, it's home.
Rosters
Damn.
work. Too.
That's
Well,
a good.
You're welcome.
We'll end it there.
That's a good closing
Yeah, it's a
sentiment.
good-
right
I wish-
there.
I wish I had a job.
That's
The
a
rosters
good one.
were-
Yeah.
I wish I had a job.
And I'm like, and I'm home. No,
I'm
just-
gonna tweet that. I'm gonna tweet that.
There it is. Well, Jessica, thank you,
Thank you
so
so
much
much.
for joining us. This went by
you.
really fast. It was insane. We had a great time.
Yeah, that was like
So,
quick.
yeah.
I love it. Don't get mad at me for my opinions, Aaron. I'm with you.
Please
Hey, but
keep
you know what?
her safe, please.
No, but I love that. You know what? We're in a space where we could just say how we feel, because you know the internet will cancel you for whatever. We're all gonna have different opinions. I don't get mad at people for thinking what they think. So I appreciate people like you and people like you, all of you guys that just say how you feel. Because having a podcast this day and age is not easy.
it's not.
People will come at you for everything.
Yeah.
Which is the saddest thing
Everything.
is I feel like we really don't say anything controversial.
It's just whenever we fuck up. I know you're from Zacatecas. I did a video last week about Thomas Edison being from Zacatecas, but I pronounced Zacatecas, Zacatejas. Motherfuckers came from
And
my
people
head.
came for you.
from my head.
I didn't even look at those comments.
Whatever.
I
I'm
haven't
from
looked at it,
Zacatecas
but-
and I'm not offended.
Oh yeah,
It's
all right,
fine.
there. That's all the
They
validation
call it
I need.
Zacatetas.
I never thought about this.
Damn, that's great. So just let the people know where they can find you and any upcoming projects you got going on.
Okay, guys. You can follow me at Yo Jessica Flores. I'm on an Amazon podcast. We speak strictly about music, though, and headlines. And yeah, I'm just excited to be here, y'all. Thanks for having me.
No, thank you for coming. It was fun. It was fun having a host. You're usually the one doing the interviews. Today we got to interview you.
I know, that was fun.
That was cool. That was fun.
Thank you.
Yeah, so thank you very much for joining us. And thank you guys so much for listening. We appreciate you. Make sure to check out the Patreon. We got Patreon that drops every Friday. If you want to know what goes on, here's a little clip.
So I didn't know this, but I knew that in Marquee it was more up, right? So when you see the lines, you still have to go up. And I thought it was an elevator. No. What's it called? You only get the elevator if you have like bottle service and shit like that. If you're on the regular guest list line or just a regular fucking admission line, you have to go to the 3rd floor because the bottle service line and all that shit is on the 2nd floor of the Cosmopolitan. And then the other, the regular line is on the fucking 3rd floor. And there, you know, they fucking pat you down, check you in. Hey, you're on the guest list. How many girls, guys, blah, blah, blah. You know, right? Pay or not, whatever. And you have to walk up like fucking like 5 flights of stairs, bro, to get to the fucking club. That's how far up the club is. You have to walk up like 5 flights of stairs. So here we go.
So what you do?
Here we go. No, it's me and J-Mo and 3 girls. All right.
Who are the 3 girls?
Fucking
her and homegirls.
Yeah, her and the homegirls. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Here we go. Right. And they came in clutch because if it wasn't for them, we would have to pay. So it's either you have a equal amount of guys and girls in your groups, you don't have to pay, or if you have more girls, it's even better. But if you have more guys and girls, whoever's the unequal guy is gonna have to pay. Basically, how it works at clubs. So we're walking up the stairs and there's a bunch of bad bitches behind us too, bro, because they had just gotten checked in too. Yeah. So we're all walking together, and me and Jim are on the front, leading this charge, bro. Walking up, bro, and dude, my thighs and calves were fucking killing me going up these stairs,
you didn't
bro.
Want to stop?
We didn't stop. Everyone was also like, oh shit, there's a fucking lot of stairs, blah blah. We weren't the only ones, but I forget that I'm around these beautiful women. I'm just like, I literally just start going off. I'm like, God damn, like this ain't fat friendly, dog. And bro, I start going off. I'm like, fucking shit, bro. Like if I was like, God, I forgot what I'm saying, bro. All I know is I just hear fucking giggles behind me, bro. And it's not even the girls that are, it's like the bad bitches.
That's right.
They're just giggling and fucking laughing every time I say something, bro.
Hell yeah.
Aaron, that was gross, bro.
Sick. It was sick.
No, I told you.
So make sure you guys go check that out. Thank you guys for watching. My name is Saul Gomez. You can find me at every social media platform at Saul V Gomez.
My name is Cesar. You can find me at I Know Cesar.
So go ahead.
I already said mine. Go ahead.
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah, I already said mine.
For sure. Name is Aaron. _IE. Keep hating me. It's okay. Just don't hate my friends.
The hate fuels you. You're gonna hate me. Hate me all. Hate me before you hate Aaron.
Nah,
I like
they love you.
Yeah. Well, alrighty. Well, thank you guys for watching.
Bye, everybody.
Later. Woo!